of shit stirring and causing drama for no reason. And this was before Twitch started playing ads like manually anyway. But there was one speedrunner that I used to watch, and their runs are only an hour long, and they'd always play an ad, like manually play an ad, like 20 minutes into the run. I don't like that. If I'm ever gonna play an ad, like if anybody ever like buys an ad again with the channel points, the only times I will ever play an ad is when the run dies. It's gonna be in between runs or after a run. That's it. I will never play an ad during a run. It's obviously dependent on the person and moral issues and stuff like that, but there's something that I don't like about taking your ability to watch my content away in the middle of it, you know? If it's an ad break, it's an ad break. If it's an actual break itself, yeah, sure, fine. And I'm not talking the cabaret break. Like, I'm talking an actual break between runs, because nothing's happening. If I disappear between runs, nothing's happening anyway. And that's what's been told to me, is I've been told to play ads by a couple of people, like, when I disappear. But I don't disappear, like, between runs that often, because I usually disappear during cabaret. Stay there so I can get multi-hit. Can I please get a multi-hit? So this isn't a bad tutorial. What is happening? Thank you. That doesn't count as the first one. What a bad tutorial. Yeah, I mean, everybody's situation is different. They might need that ad money for that ad revenue for, you know, to actually live. Like, I'm in the very kind of privileged position of not having to worry about finance at the minute. So I can't fully say, like, I'm not saying that this is how it should be for everybody. Everybody's situation is different. I'm just trying to explain my reasoning as to why I don't personally play ads. I'm fairly certain I could enable ads on my YouTube as well, but I just don't. Because it's like, YouTube is just for dumping vaults. It's whatever. Like, you know? It's exactly the same reasoning there. I find it very hard to sell myself out. I can sell out, like, for charity and stuff like that. And I must admit, part of me is thinking that I would quite like to do a marathon run one of these days to try and raise some money for Black Lives Matter. I think that would be quite cool to do. It's just something that I've got in my head and nothing that I'm actually planning out at the minute. Which, speaking of, if you are interested in helping out, Big John, the awesome, the amazing Big John, has opened up submissions for a Black Lives Matter charity marathon. So, if you're interested, submit to that. Thumbs up. Big John is awesome. Big John is very awesome. Do I have a job alongside streaming? No. I guess this technically is my job. I've never seen streaming as a job. I would only ever see streaming as a job if I got partner, because then I would try to go full time. But I genuinely don't see myself ever getting partner, which I'm actually fine with. Like, not everybody is cut out to be Twitch partner. That's fine. Like, I've come to accept that I'm not as entertaining as other people. I pride myself on my commentary, sure. That doesn't mean I'm gonna, like, stop trying to do a good job with, like, my commentary. I knew that was gonna happen when I went backwards, though. But it's very hard to get noticed on Twitch these days. It requires two things, I feel. Luck and connections. Connections, obviously, to bigger streamers, etc., but also luck in that you need luck to grow on Twitch these days. And especially when the content that I offer is a niche. Speedrunning itself is a niche. People obviously love speedruns. They really start watching speedruns as well. You see them mostly watch speedruns when the big marathons happen, like your GDQs, your ESAs, your RPG limit breaks, etc., etc. And it's nice because, like, some of the smaller marathons these days have been getting a lot more, like, exposure as well, which is good. But streaming speedruns on Twitch is still a niche, and then I'm doing it with a niche series itself, like the Yakuza games. Like, a lot of people come in here and say like, "Whoa, I didn't know these games could be speedrun," which, yeah, fair enough. Like, if I hadn't been speedrunning these for years, I would probably also have the same mindset. So I'm offering a niche of a niche. That's kind of the hole that I fill. And that's not something that will ever get me partner, but I also appreciate that this is the content that people like watching me for. Because this is the content I've kind of built myself up on over the past couple of years, and that's understandable. Like, if all anybody cares about watching me for is the Yakuza series, I'm happy with this. Because I love the Yakuza series, and again, I'd like to do more casual stuff rather than just speedruns. Like, I'd like to go back to doing, like, Platinum Trophy playthroughs. I really want to get the Platinum Trophy in Judgment. Basically, now that a bunch of marathons are done, I kind of want to just, not chill for a bit, but kind of broaden out and not just do speedruns of, say, 0 and 6. Even though, again, I'm doing a lot of speedruns of 0 and 6 recently because, one, we're close to getting sub 240 in 6, which is a big milestone, and we've also just got Stealth Skip in this, which I somehow still haven't PB'd with. So, that's the reason why I've been kind of doing these a lot lately. And if I should agree, at the same time you have no income, you know, just doing content, just kind of jobs, and use the platform based on the ones following. Yeah, like, I'm very lucky in, I say lucky, I basically no-lifed Twitch for a while, and I've definitely seen growth this year. There's no ifs or buts about it. I have seen marginal growth. Like, not even marginal, tangible growth. I've seen big growth this year. Like, looking at numbers. I've never really, like, paid, like, full attention to numbers, but there was a period, like, a month or two ago, where... And it's unfortunate that I had a lot of real-life stuff get in the way of streaming. I genuinely had a boost to viewers by about 20-30%. No joke. It was that big of a boost. And the nice thing is most people have also stuck around after that. And again, this isn't me calling out lurkers. Again, if you're lurking, I love you. I lurk myself on Twitch. I hate being called out. It's why in my channel rules there is a rule, don't call people out. I love people being able to lurk. I do it myself. I really do it myself. And that's the other problem as well, is that to get those connections is you have to kind of like build up a rapport with other people on the platform. I just don't do that. You feel attacked. Listen, I love lurkers. I really do. But I've seen tangible growth lately. Skin and Games also plays a role at Mechanic. Yes. Which is why I think people like watching speedruns in the first place, is that they when you see a speedrun, you automatically assume that people are skilled at that product. And I would like to say that I am one of the better Yakuza players in the world, especially in 0. I'm not going to go ahead and say that I'm the best because I'm not that conceited. And there's a lot of people on other platforms. For example, Develian on YouTube, who is bloody amazing at the Yakuza games, for example. I'd say Develian is a better player at the Yakuza games than I am. But I'd like to say that I'm up there. So, you know, I'm not that conceited to say that I'm number one, I'm the best. But I'd like to think that you'll know you get good skill when I do these runs of this game until we get to this lad right here. Fuck you, Bruno. Personality is important as like connections. I'm going to go views both ways, personality is coming back. Yeah, I'd agree. But there's also with Twitch, and like I'm also guilty of this myself, is that people will watch you for a certain piece of content. Like, the other day when we did Xenoblade, obviously people watched for the Yakuza run beforehand and didn't want to watch Xenoblade. Which is fair. Like, again, people know me for fuck off Bruno. People know me for fuck off Bruno. I'm surprised that actually hit attack hit. That saved that run. Okay. Yeah, you did, Hoxie. Yeah. It's like, I am in the firm... People have asked me about no damage in the camp. I'm in the firm belief that you can no damage it. I could probably no damage this game if I took it slowly, because our speedrun strats are kind of stupid. Our speedrun strats intentionally get a shot at points, so, you know, our speedrun strats aren't exactly good for that. But I genuinely feel that you could no damage certain Yakuza games. And Develian is one of those people that I believe could no damage Yakuza games easily. Well, not necessarily easy, but definitely. If you put him up to the challenge, I think he could do that. And I'm not talking segmented either. I'm talking single segment. I'm talking just one run, straight start to finish. How would you feel about me trying some no damage attempts? In Watch Run, you're but yeah, that's fair. Webcam. Not a fan. I have such a weird stance on webcam. I have such a weird stance in general because you can see that my splits are on the screen. It makes them a little hard to read. Most streamers have a layout, which I can understand. Heck, but I also don't understand because there's some real bad layouts out there. There's some real good layouts, but there's some real bad layouts out there. I personally, and this has always been my belief, I don't like things cluttering up. This guy today has been such a pain in my ass every time. Stop that. This guy's been aggressive all day. I hate him. I've always wanted to have the stream as little cluttered as possible. It took me a year and a half to set up a singular host alert, and the only reason I set up a host alert, people who stream will remember this period, when Twitch broke at one point and didn't tell you about hosts in the chat. The way that it happens is when you get hosted, there's a line that appears in the chat that says X has hosted you, and then if they were streaming, like X has hosted you for X viewers, or something like that. But there was a period where Twitch broke and never told you. So I'd be missing out on friends and other people hosting me. So that's the only reason why I initially set up a host alert, and then I added some dumb ones for fun because people liked it. And I haven't actually had any new host alerts in like 2 years. There you go. So, yeah. That's kind of my feeling towards it. There's one right there, and it's decent. I need to switch that to a webm so that it's actually, like, synced up these days. Derpy, thank you for the host. I'm doing well. There you go. Like that one there. They're not actually loud today, which is good. Yeah, I've seen that. I have tried making my own layouts for stuff. My any % Colossal Titan run of the original AOT is with a very badly made layout I made. Except that one for some reason is loud as fuck. Eli, thank you for the host. What the fuck? It is. Why was the one before fine and that one loud? What the hell? Hey Cobra, hope you're doing well. And I've got two pretty cool layouts that have been made for me for Nier Automata and Final Fantasy XIII speedruns, which... well... haven't done those in about 2 years, cough. I think I used the 13 one once. Whoops. I have been considering having a layout done for the old Yakuza-a-thon, because then I'll have the splits on the side and you'll be able to see the game. And there won't be any downtime between the runs, because here's the thing. The downtime between the runs happens because obviously I'm changing between the games, and, you know, there's going to be a period where there's, like, nothing available on stream because, you know, I actually need to move him into the wall to take care of him. Interesting. Well, at least I have the money for destroying him at this point. Because killing Yaneda with a heat attack will also get us more money. That pushed me into Yaneda. Money shouldn't be a problem at this point anyway, but it's just a random thought to keep this run safe. It's not so bad. Stay there, please. Beautiful. That's more like it. Looking to read a job interview next week. Good luck. Good luck. Alright, Skills. Appreciate it. Hope your practice goes well. finesse while sitting them is fucking pain in the ass. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Usually I just do the lazy thing and superimpose them on top. That's why, like, I have 5 different chroma keys on this layout because for some reason I can't make live splits, subsplits pure black for some reason. So I had to make 5 different chroma keys, and yeah, now it's a mess, but it works. It's just a little hard to see the timer, which has always been kind of an issue I've had. I've always liked everything to be clean in regards to my stream. And then I also have the problem that I don't like my face. I know that probably sounds real stupid, but I don't like my face. I hate you, Unada. We are quite low on money. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I've been surprised you've been using a face cam recently now. Your own voice recording cringy as fuck. I think it's different. I mean, it's more for the audience's purpose. Yes, they already ruined the joke. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in the mood for webcam streams. We did actually some testing with webcam streams before in the past, and it didn't actually give me any tangible, like, bigger numbers. Funnily enough. Yeah, same Hoxie. Like, I bought mine for 15 quid. That's why my webcam Corona Relief this last week was really bad. Oh, for fuck's sake. What's it with me messing up Unada here? Brow cam. No, never again. I kind of had to end Unada with a heat attack there to make up for not heat attacking Aria. I mean, I literally had Plank say to me, can you turn off your other monitor? Or can Fruit turn off his other monitor? And it's like, that's not another monitor, that's the sun. Like, I wouldn't have that problem at night, obviously, because, you know, I stream at night. It's currently 20 to 10 in the evening. But turn off the sun. I fucking wish I could. It's so hot. It just have bad effects on the earth. When I went back and looked at that run, it actually was super bright. I'm kind of surprised. I didn't think it was that bad. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Also, the only other problem is my webcam is literally 15 quid and it has some of the worst quality ever. Apparently I was running it in 30 FPS until ESA happened, where we realized if we actually lowered down the resolution, that was bad. We lowered down the resolution, it actually wasn't too bad. Darren, thank you for the luck and the host. Hope you're doing well tonight. What were you up to? Hey. It's the other reason we don't try and grab Kuze is it's just so hard to get a fucking heat move off when he's in his heat mode. It's just not worth it. And yeah, you do. Hunters go back to back PBs. Nice. That's bad. We'll see what time we're at after getting out of this chapter, because that was a very bad Kuze fight. I wanted to kind of practice though. So I thought I had config stuff in OBS to have your webcam have a decent frame rate. Yeah, mine is literally because I had the resolution too high. That's not too bad. I thought it'd be way worse than that. Okay, we carry on. I don't remember what my Logitech is. It's like a C7 something. It's literally garbage. It's just so bad. Hey, thanks, Smoke. Appreciate it. I'll be grinding out the old Yakuza 6 again soon. It's just now that I've got a really good PB in 6, it's time to get a really good PB in 0 with our new tech. Like sub 3, the two big milestones that I don't like this, and that's not available. Oh boy, what a bad fight spawn! No 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 no! Get away from me! What a bad fight spawn. Yeesh. That's a thing fast there. Jeez. The two big milestones that I'm trying to aim for right now is sub 355 in Yakuza 0 and sub 240 in Yakuza 6. And also sub 155 in Kiwami 2. And a run of Yakuza 4 and 5. Webcam looks alright whenever you watched me with it. It's okay now that I know to lower the resolution on purpose so that it's actually 60 FPS and not 30 FPS. Enough on my list? No. But that's why I want to kind of branch out a little bit. Do some other Yakuza runs that we haven't done in a while. Again, every single one of my records on the leaderboards for Kiwami 2, any percent Majima Saga, any percent Majima Saga or Street Bosses, all of them are out of date. All of them are out of date by literally minutes. And I just haven't highlighted them, so. 100% all achievements today. Yo, nice. Nice. It's always good to 100% a Yakuza game. It's hard as well. It's very time consuming. Boy, shakedown. Hit me, daddy. Try me, daddy. Do it again. He's busy. He's busy. That's not the fastest way to do shakedown, it's the most consistent. The only way to do that faster is for shakedown to grab you, and shakedown doesn't like grabbing you. So, you know. You know. I actually have an idea of what I want to do for shakedown in the future. We'll see. I'm try mixing things up a little bit. Alright, shakedown is now walking around on the map, so now we have to be careful. Sub-stories have also spawned on the map. Yeah, that's just my fault on webcams. I don't mind other like streamers using it, but like a lot of my screen real estate is already taken up by my splits, and I don't like it. I guess that's the whole purpose of having a proper layout, I guess, you know? Like, have the game slightly in the corner and a nice layout, and then splits on one side and webcam, like, above or below them. We'll see. I might do that for the all Yakuza run that I'm considering. But I need to talk with my quote-unquote layout designer. Who did this wonderful layout. It was me. But maybe my actual layout designer. Who haven't used their layouts in 2 years. I'm sorry. Sorry, Seraph. Eli, have you managed to escape Shiva Hell yet? So now we need the stuff for chapter 5 and the end of this chapter. So confectionery gift box. Whoop. And sake. So like 50 minutes ago because raid ended. Nice. Nice, that means soon you will have the nice warm embrace of sleep. I can't believe I've actually been sleeping. I mean, I didn't sleep the day before yesterday. This is how my sleep schedule is going at the minute, in that I will sleep for like... I'll get like a fragmented like 6 to 8 hours of sleep one day, and then the next day I'll only get 2 hours of sleep. That's why I didn't stream yesterday, is that's exactly what happened. It's been this weird pattern that's been happening for a while. Here's a layout. I mean, I've got splits on the stream. That's they lay out, I suppose. But it would be nice to have something where you could actually, like, see it properly. Like, see the splits properly, etc. Because I realize they're quite hard to read at times. Lovely. Have you say you haven't returned to leveling for a long time? Yeah. For crafting stuff, the Ishgard stuff is really fast. Like, actually disgustingly fast. I'm kind of surprised. I was going through it casually the other day and it was just like, yep, that's actually really fast.
Yeah.
It was like with like an hour's work, and that included gathering time. It's like it only took like an hour to do like 20 levels. It'd obviously be a bit more in regards to like the later levels, but so we do the 3-hit combo. Not now. Not at the end. Please. Hey, past Search Wall and into Golden Fist. This is where all that damage is coming from. You can take these strats straight into Legendary, by the way. Or into Legend. Legendary is Hill. Easy peasy. Yeah, I really like Slugger's training battle theme as well. It's a shame that Slugger is trash. I like pissing people off for that. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Persona 5 Royal is on sale in EU PSN's and US PSN's Days of Play sale. Might be time to get P5 Royal. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know if I'm going to do Xenoblade after I'm done with Zero tonight. We'll see. Yeah, already. I think it's like a 20% discount? Let me check. I should do something. Why am I doing this on my phone when I have my PC up? Frib, you bloody idiot. Big games, big discounts. Destiny 2 down to 12 quid. Cool. Cool, I gotta play the video game, hold on. I was like, wait, I gotta do stuff here, hold on. I'll find out in a second. That's a good fight spawn, I like that fight spawn. That fight spawn aggro's onto us, so that if there's anything over here, it won't actually aggro onto us. There might be one around here, though, which is the problem. That's not. I thought this one on the right was. It's this guy walking in the street ahead of us. Actually, it would have been better to hit his aggro in case there's one at the end of the street again. Which there is. Alright, we've got to hold off on our stamina when we get here. And go. God, I hate that fight spawn. It's been happening more and more recently, but that's a good strat to get rid of it. Because they can't run through the, They can't run through the flower pot, and as long as you don't get too close to them... Question mark? Persona 5... Yeah, it's 25% off, so it's 38 quid on PSN. It's not too bad. Down from 50? It's not too bad at all. And 20 hours you're left with Evaporate. Yeah, I played the original P5. So... I played the original P5, but again, similar to me saying that I didn't highlight my Kiwami 2 PBs, I didn't highlight my first playthrough. And I've had a lot of people say to me that they want to see me do P5 again. So P5 Royal makes a lot of sense. It's just, it's really, I'm going to have to be honest, it's really hard for me to actually do anything on this channel at the minute that is not Yakuza related. I've kind of dug myself into a wee bit of a hole. In regards to content, because again, this is just talking like an extension of what we were talking about earlier. In the, that's a good fight. It's a bad fight spawn, but it's in a good place. A second. No, don't hit the NPCs. Don't hit the man. Okay, we're good. That was really badly played there. I kind of hit like a really bad point where I feel like I can't do much stuff other than Yakuza content on the stream. Which I've definitely put myself in that hole. And that's why I wanted to try Xenoblade the other night. I understand. Like, I understand that people are here for the Yakuza content, honestly. And that's also why I want to do more casual Yakuza stuff. It's why I want to go after platinum trophies again. It's why, like, I just want to do some, like, nice casual stuff again, and Yakuza games are good for that. Like, it'd be nice. I really want to get the platinum in Judgment. Especially before, like, a potential PC version gets announced at any point. And champagne. Almost went down to quick there. That would have been a mistake. Yeah, it really is. And again, I do fully understand why people come here for the Yakuza content. It's pretty much everything that I've done for 2 years, with some casual stuff sprinkled in on the side. Like, we used to, a very long time ago, we used to do shit like Pubbed, which I wouldn't ever do on the channel again, to be honest, like. But those were good times. Those are fun times. I think those times helped me grow as kind of like a content creator. Is just moving away from the norm, because this is the norm. This is me in my element. Like, I can talk for days about the Yakuza stuff. I can talk for days about each Yakuza game. And again, the nice thing about the Yakuza games and the Yakuza speedruns is that moments like this, where all I have to do is wait for the dialogue to go through, is a nice time to, like, talk to chat, for instance. That's kind of why I wanted to do a bit more casual content, in a way to kind of, like, improve myself as a streamer. We're playing DBZ Kakarot a couple months back. Another thing that I forgot to highlight, that I'm sad about. I started playing and highlighting Code Vein on the channel at one point. I should probably go back to that at some point. I don't think I've played it since October. Actually, I wonder how long it has been since I've played Code Vein. We got to a Miku on a bloody telegraph pole or something. I think that's where we got to. And I enjoyed DBZ Kakarot. I think there's more of a, like, obviously, like, any, like, JRPG that's come out a couple of years back, like with Xenoblade. And I'm not looking at the numbers for that. It just isn't going to get the retention or interaction in chat. But, like, certain, obviously, like, Japanese RPGs, and especially newer ones, like, if Amazon hadn't cancelled my Sakura Wars order, I probably would have done Sakura Wars when it came out. But I feel like the boat has probably passed at this point. The ship has sailed at this point. That's the actual phrasing of that. Which sucks, because I'd like to do that at some point. But P5 Royal is something that people have just been asking for. I do also have a bunch of playthroughs that I owe people that I will be doing at some point soon. For example, I owe a Deadly Premonition and D4 Dark Dreams Don't Die replay, which we will be doing before Deadly Premonition 2 comes out, hopefully still next month. It kind of feels weird to say that I might be playing Deadly Premonition 2 next month. That's a thing that exists, and it's funny that in a year where Yakuza 7 is coming out, I am as equally excited for Yakuza 7 as I am a game called Deadly Bloody Premonition 2. You have no idea how excited for DP2 I am. No, if I spawn here means it's inside. Could be Shakedown. Just gotta be careful. Excuse me, please. Curious, no fight spawn. There is usually a fight spawn here. Alright, looks like we get to Oda. Oh, but yeah, DBZ Kakarot, something that I should have highlighted and didn't again. There's one, like, I think the last, like, I said it the other day, in that, like, apart from, like, obviously the remasters when they came out for the Yakuza games, the last time we did anything casually on this channel was last November, which was Death Stranding. And before that, I couldn't even tell you. Probably was Code Vein. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed Death Stranding. I was surprised how much I did enjoy Death Stranding. Like, that was the perfect game at the perfect time that I just needed. It was a surprisingly good stream game when you consider that, like, not essentially a lot goes on in it, but a lot can go wrong with it. Like, it's a nice chill ride, and yet, you know, you can drop all your packages, and all of a sudden everything goes to shit. And then there's spoopy gloop monsters. And giant Cthulhu sharks that come out of the ground. Like, the game was cool. I really enjoyed it. Good old Naaman Reedus and his monster energy. But it was genuinely the perfect game at the perfect time. And I am aware that I do owe a couple of casual playthroughs of things from previous Sellout streams, such as Toho Lunar Nights. We will likely do another casual playthrough of Yakuza Ishin before I actually do the speedrun of that. Cassie Bridges, yes. Fight spawn? There it is. Come on, lads. Over here. You don't want to run too... NPC, please. You don't want to run too early here, because otherwise one of them will get caught and come down this alley when you're trying to go through it. So you want to be a little careful and wait a second there. There's usually a fight spawn there. If not, it's outside. If it's outside, you can run straight past. Hello? I hate traversal in this old engine. I really do. Yeah, same. Like, I was excited because it was Kojima Unchained. It was like... I really wanted Kojima to do something that isn't Metal Gear for years, because MGS5... Gameplay-wise, MGS5 was everything I ever wanted it to be. That's a bad fight one. Story-wise, it was not a Metal Gear. Story-wise, that was not a Metal Gear game. It's actually a good fight spawn, because if there is a fight spawn around here, which there isn't good, then we could have got past it. Like, gameplay-wise, MGS5 was pretty good, but apart from the microtransaction bullshit malarkey. But story-wise, it just wasn't a Metal Gear and just didn't do it for me, like every other Metal Gear game has. So I just wanted a chance for Kojima to be able to do Kojima stuff. All I want is a new Snatcher. That's all I want. Snatcher is so damn good. I'm one of these weirdos that ranks Snatcher above Police Norse. But I absolutely love Snatcher, and a modern day Snatcher, even if it was still like an interactive novel, would be really cool. Or just a HD like marketplace release of Snatcher somewhere, I don't care. Allow me to play it again. Adored Snatcher so much. It's funny, I heard this said about something else recently that I don't remember what it actually was. With MGS5, you could go into MGS5 and come out with the same knowledge of the series before going into it. I'm trying to remember what I heard that as a comparison to, because it was very apt. I can't remember what it was. It was something recent. I never find out while we're still here just to suffer. No, because they never wrote it into the bloody storyline. I remember all of those trailers leading up to the release of MGS5. That very first Red Band trailer from E3 20... I can't remember if it was like 13 or 15. But that very first Red Band trailer with that quote in it, I still say that's one of the best produced video game trailers there's ever been out there. And probably Kojima's best trailer that he's ever made. That trailer was insanely good, and is still insanely good to this day. And literally tells you 95% of the plot of MGS5.
そこらの極道よりよっぽど血の気が多いんだよね。大したもんじゃない。
It's being called MGS5.
元
Yeah.
極道の半端もんといい勝負だ。だったら。
Also, with the whole malarkey with bloody Kiefer Sutherland, it was easy to see the twist coming. MGS wins zombies, which apparently was Kojima's idea. It's apparently come out that Survive was Kojima's idea. I don't know how truthful that is. Go left, Oda. I hate you. Oh, we went behind him. Ooh. No, the sofa. Oh, there goes the heat move. I needed to hit him once more before I did this, but he was going to go into his heat mode, so had to. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. Kick the Oda. Kick the Oda. Towards the table. No. I will use my hyper armor, thank you very much, you cheeky young lad. Lost a bit of time to having to move around, fight spawns, but still, we will be saving time. Good stuff. I'm not quite sure how I got around Oda. I think it's because I missed a hit. Alright, Mr. Tutorial AI. You've been unaggressive the past couple of days. Please be aggressive again. Thank you very much. You will be ashamed of your words and deeds. Yeah, sure. Alright. Whatever you say. You just wanted an excuse to have a character in a bikini for the entire game. I get it. Oh, that was so good. Let's go. That's the move I wanted to see. Please attack me. Thank you. Never mind. I take it back. Do it fast, do it fast, do it fast. I dare you, I dare you. Never mind. That's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. That's way better than the last couple of runs have been. We'll take that. Now, as long as Feihu doesn't knock us on our ass, we'll be good. Or fuck up the Kamaki heat move again. Just happened a couple of times lately. I don't know why still. I have an idea, and I'm gonna let Kamaki start to come off the ground for once. I think that's probably what it is. It's probably not, but just fuck it. It's just funny that, like, I don't think it's gonna hit this year as well, but the three biggest games that I am looking forward to this year are Yakuza 7, obviously, Deadly Premonition 2, and goddamn No More Heroes 3. That's how you can tell I got taste. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I love No More Heroes 1 and 2. I still need to play Travis Strikes Again. Which we'll do a sudathon before No More Heroes 3 comes out, where we'll do NMH1, NMH2, Travis Strikes Again, and possibly some other stuff as well. There is a game that would be in that sudathon that I kind of want to save for this year's Happy Halloween-mas. I've always tried to do one serious, one funny game every Happy Halloween-mas. And I already know the funny game that I want to do. And it's a Suda game, alright. And it is a horror game. And it would be Michigan Report from Hell. If you've never seen Michigan Report from Hell, oh, you're in for a treat. That game is stunning. That is a pseudo horror game through and through. It's so dumb and I love it so much. I have nothing but praise for the game. It's so good. So I guess that's halfway through the year. There's your confirmation of what the first Happy Halloween-mas game will be. The other will probably be Evil Within. Because I wanted to do Evil Within last year, but we ran out of time. It's still installed on my hard drive. So, yeah, we'll be doing... Which one was White Day supposed to be? That one was supposed to be the funny one. I didn't expect it to be that good. Because Silent Hill was supposed to be the... It was only supposed to be White Day is the problem. And then I had the idea to put Silent Hill in there. Or Silent Hill 2 to be precise. And then obviously we had internet problems, which is why I put Silent Hill in there. Give him half a second for that to work. White Day was more hilarious than it ever needed to be. And it's a shame because I didn't highlight that Happy Halloweenmas because it was literally split up into 12 different VODs of just me going, oh, well, fuck my internet, I suppose. So Shakedown is walking around on the map at the minute, but there are no sub-stories yet. So I guess it's a little early to confirm Happy Halloweenmas 5, but there you go. So for those who don't know, Happy Halloweenmas is something we do every year. It is a bunch of horror games that we play during the Christmas period, beginning on Christmas Eve. Most people do their horror games around October, not here. No, we do things differently. We do it at Christmas. Hence Happy Halloweenmas. This will be Happy Halloweenmas number 5. We've had some good Happy Halloweenmases in the past. And some bad ones. First year we just did it for a laugh. That's the only one that has a VOD saved of it. It's on my YouTube, ironically enough. Hello. I hate trying to camera with the DualShock here. For the first year we did... I can't even remember. That's how good it was. We did PT. I remember we did PT, that was one of them. We did something else as well. Camellia Free, that was it. Good horror game. Year 2 we did a bunch of stuff. Stories Untold was one of the things, which was super cool. And Year 3 was Layers of Fear, which was kind of cool, but it kind of lost traction towards the end, which is a shame. And then last year we did White Day and Silent Hill 2. Did we do Silent Hill 3 as well? Last year was Silent Hill 3. We are on Happy Halloweenmas 5, right? Have I lost track? It must be 5. I haven't been streaming for that long. White Day was 2018. Was it? Oh, yeah, this year was Silent Hill 3 to carry on after Silent Hill 2. Right. Silent Hill 3 was good. I could do Silent Hill 4. I've never done Silent Hill 4. I own it. Never played it. Yeah, I think it was. That would line up timeline-wise. Oh my god, I've been here for like a year and a half. I'm still living out of boxes. When I eventually, like, move to Japan, I'm literally gonna live out of a suitcase for like 5 years. At least I know how to save space, I suppose. I mean, considering my parents stole my bloody cabinet where I was keeping my clothes, I don't exactly have a place to keep them. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Very thin walls as well, so streams would be... I don't even know if I can stream if I go over there. That's the reason why I'm kind of considering this my last, like, massive year of, like, speedrunning. Don't get me wrong, I'll still stream while I'm over there. Like, no doubt I'll do, like, streams on mobile as well and just be like, hey, here's the area. It's cool. And if it's in the Inaka, hey, look, Mount Fuji's over there. It's cool. I can practically walk over there and touch it. But yeah, like, it's... I'll still stream while I'm over there, obviously I'm gonna have a proper full-time job, so... It's gonna be few and far between. Feihu, don't knock me on my ass. Thanks. Hey! Get away from the wall. Don't quick jab. Good. Alright, cool. Cool. We might actually save some time coming out of this chapter. Sweet. But yeah, we'll see. My plan at the minute is not to take either of my 2 PCs with me. I'll probably just buy a laptop, because a laptop would also help me with my work. I can take it between my home and my workplace, so... I think a laptop is probably smarter than an entire PC. But I'll take my capture card, because then that way I don't have to buy a monitor. I just use OBS's preview again, much like I've been doing for years. How does he carry around for work? That's true. That's also very true. That's Shakedown. I'd recognize that voice anywhere. Hello, Shakedown. That's a interesting spawn you've got there. But yeah, something like that to just allow me to like get the internet and just do work on it. Like, I don't need a full PC. I do have the boxes for all of my parts for the current gaming PC, so I could technically put all the parts back into their boxes, leave the case here, and then buy a new case in Japan. That could be an option. That might work, actually. That's actually an interesting idea. Sony is chonkers that roast your fights if you try and have one on your lap. My laptop, I believe, is a 21-incher from uni. It's rather large. It was a pain to carry around. Not gonna lie. It's like people laugh at these like form-fitting laptops these days, but honest to God, they're not that bad. I was really hoping to hit this guy as well at the same time. That guy at the back is alive. Never mind, I'm not saving time. Yeah, 21-inch. I like the big monitor, alright? Bags? No, I just carried it under my arm. Or in a rucksack, which, yeah, that was heavy. I think I took my laptop to the first time I went to ESA. I think. Which was a dumb idea. It's the reason why I don't want to submit Dead Souls to a live ESA marathon, or like any marathon that's live, is because I would have to take my PS3, and I am the owner of a fat PS3. Bloody heavy, and very fat. So it's kind of hard to cart around, honestly. It's like carrying a brick, yeah. The power supply itself is usually like a brick itself, isn't it? 21 inches even viable. I would like to point out that I bought this laptop back in... Ah, hell, if it was before uni, it would have been like 2009. God, that's a long time ago. It still technically kind of works. The battery's dead. It just needs to be plugged in. How's that PS3 alive? I don't know. Thing's still kicking even after all this time. Even after all the abuse that Dead Souls has given it. Where it has forcibly caused the console to crash. I'm sure that hasn't done it any good. But meh. Dying Light, yeah, that's cool. I speedrun a lot of the Yakuza games. I don't like talking the plot of like later Yakuza games when I do the earlier ones, so I won't be talking about like any of the older Yakuza games. But good luck, enjoy Zero. Zero is great. Zero's great. I love Zero. But yeah, that's off in 2012. They've definitely gotten a lot better at making them more form-fitting. Zero, yeah, would be my favorite. It's very close though. It's very, very close though. Had two fat PS3s though. I've been lucky in that this fat PS3 has never caused me an issue before, but this, well, I say that. The only issue it's caused is the fact that when I bought it, Sony literally like a week later announced the 80GB version, and I bought the 40GB version. That made me upset. It made me very upset. But I changed out the hard drive that was in it anyway, so it didn't matter. PS4 turns your room into a sauna. I mean, I have... If we're doing a PS4 run of something, because I have base PS4, so everything sounds like it's exploding. I have a PS4 on and two PCs on. Oh, hey again, Shakedown. How's... No, don't look at me, Shakedown. I had enough of you already. But yeah, I have two PCs and a PS4 on whenever we do PS4 runs, and it's very hot. And the streaming PC has a slight problem in that it hard crashes like it used to in the old days if it gets a little too hot. Like right now, currently, I have a fan set up, just pointed straight at that PC. It's not even that hot tonight, but it's there. It's cooling the room as well a little bit, and it's weird because like that PC is fully cooled, like it's got like 3 fans inside of it as well. But it's that PC, it's the cursed PC. It dies. It dies. I was gonna say, I'm going to be streaming Ghost of Tsushima. I keep mispronouncing that. But I'm going to be streaming Ghost of Tsushima when it comes out, and I guarantee you right now, that PS4 is going to get loud. Thankfully, it's on the other side of the room, but I think I'm going to be able to hear it, and I think y'all are going to be able to hear it as well. I'm scared. I'm surprised it wasn't louder with Death Stranding. It was massively loud with Uncharted 4. That was... Ugh. Probably will be Last of Us 2 as well, but I'm not going to be doing Last of Us 2 on stream. It's very weird, because, like, even though I say I'm struggling to, like, move to other casual content, it's funny that there's some stuff that I don't want to do on stream. Like, if I'd have got FF7 Remake on the day of release, I'd have done it on stream. But the trouble was I got it a week before it came out. And I had prior obligations to fulfill. So I had to do it off stream. Hence why I've got 40GB VODs waiting to be uploaded one day, maybe. The first one's up on my channel somewhere. It's buried in those highlights somewhere. How'd I get it before release? Literally got it shipped to me 12 days before it came out. Not even joking, it arrived 12 days before it came out. Because of, obviously, the coronavirus crisis, certain things were shipped out early. That was one of them.
No.
I literally got it like 2 weeks before release, and I'm looking at it like... Can I really hold off on this? No. No, I could not. That's why I did a, off-stream playthrough of it. It was kind of a way to also see, like, how better I could do it my commentary when I didn't have a chat. During that first part, there were multiple times where I was like, I wish I had a chat. I wish I could see y'all. I wish y'all could react to this. I wish I could talk to you. I understand now what YouTubers are like, and it's a very lonely world. I fully understand. I can't imagine making content like that on a regular basis. Like, that's why I like live streaming, is the fact that, you know, I can talk to chat, I can talk to you all, but, like, having no one there is so, Yeah, it did, and I was asked to do a quote-unquote speedrun of it. So I had to rush through. And that's one of the reasons why I also don't like some of those VODs, is I had to skip a lot of the side stuff, because it was literally I had to keep saying, you know, I've got to do this run in like a couple of days, I really need to just power through. I will go back to Final Fantasy VII speedruns at some point. Like, guaranteed. Now that I've managed to get past another day where I've got multiple runs and bloody a job shift to do. Now I have real, genuine time again. I say that, but I have submitted some stuff to other marathons. It's the year 2020 of our Lord, and apparently Fangame Marathon might have accepted Grief Syndrome. Imagine an online marathon accepting Grief Syndrome in the year 2020. That just... Imagine me speedrunning Grief Syndrome in 2020. Yeah, that was my reaction as well. Now, I looked and was like, oh. Even worse, it's all characters. It's not the one character that I had world record in for 3 years. It's all characters, including the characters that I never play. The one that dies easily. Why? I don't know! When I submitted it, I was like, why? I don't know! Grief Syndrome shouldn't take too long to do, Rust. Again, one character I had world record in for 3 years, it should be fine. The others, for the most part, I'm in like second place by only like 30 seconds or so. And then there's Moimura. Whoa! Whoa! I have made mistakes. At least it wasn't all endings. It's like 7 hours long, Seraph, you crazy bastard. Obviously, SGDQ is supposed to announce games in the next 2 days, question mark? Myself and Tap both submitted Yakuza in their various guises to GDQ. I don't expect to get in myself. I am hoping that Tap can get OG Yak, I believe it was 1 in? That would be nice. I think Tap has a far better chance than I do, considering Tap's had other runs in at GDQ. But we're both kind of a bit... because we don't expect Yakuza to get in. We made a big attempt to get Yakuza into an RPG Limit Break this year, but unfortunately not. We'll be making another big push next year with 7. Now that 7 is turn-based, thumbs up. Which might not be me. Because again, if my life plans work out the way I want them to, I will be going to Japan in August, which is when RPG Limit Break usually is, so probably wouldn't be me. That's actually, hey admin, hope you're doing well. That's a really big misconception of GDQ, because again, just look at the GDQ that they just had. They had the likes of GTA San Andreas, for example. This guy always punches me these days. Makes me sad. Makes me real sad. It used to be fun. But yeah, like, they've had the likes of GTA San Andreas recently. I don't think that... Obviously, like, Twitch banned games are not going to ever be allowed on GDQ, but I genuinely think Yakuza would be fine. Like, for the most part, if you look at Zero's run, for example, there's only one bit that I would say would be massively problematic, and that's when we stab a knife into Kuze. Like, that's the only really big problematic thing. And maybe the Tachibana bit. Maybe. But I can skirt around talking about what happens there. So... But I can understand why, like, and here's the thing, like, I can't blame a marathon for not accepting a Yakuza game if the sponsor says no. Because, like, obviously having done work for ESA, and we've never had a sponsor for ESA come up to us and say, you can't run this game. But if a sponsor says you can't do something, you don't do the thing. You do not. You do not go against what the sponsor or the charity says. So if, for example, like, the sponsor or the charity say to RPG Limit Break that the Yakuza game's too realistic, fair enough. Like, even the JRPG might, or the turn-based RPG, they are still JRPGs, don't at me. Even the turn-based RPG might be too graphic, you know? Even though it's like a bit more fantasy than the rest of the Yakuzas. It's still very realistic in the way that it looks, you know? And you can argue the likes that say they've had like Final Fantasies in the past that have had torture scenes, but those games don't have cutting edge graphics, you know? If the sponsor or the charity says no, that's it. Bottom line, full stop. It's a real shame that I was in Sweden when RPG Limit Break announced the games list, because I genuinely would have gotten into contact with somebody about it, because like, if that's the one nice thing as well is, anytime I've ever tried to, like, I tried to submit once in the past to DDQ, it was a couple of years ago. It was Attack on Titan, and me and PX, like, submitted it both solo and as a race, and I emailed them to ask about, you know, reasons why it wasn't accepted, and Villagin was awesome. Villagin was the one who actually, like, got back to me and said, you know, these are the reasons why, and it was actually a very detailed, like, list of reasons why, and essentially it boiled down to the fact that, like, Attack on Titan itself would be a bit of a risk, and it was one of the longer risks. So if Attack on Titan itself was a bit shorter, like say an hour long, they would have potentially considered it. And that's what I got as a response, which is pretty cool. I mean, this was a couple of years ago now. This was like 3 or 4 years ago. I can't imagine like the sheer volume of like stuff that they get in at this point. I'd find out how it got in. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I'd also be interested in that, considering that was our first big fan game that ever got into a marathon, which was super cool. Obviously, animating says because people weren't fans of realistic photographs of Mortal Kombat. I mean, yeah, like that was like actual FMV captured people as well. Why I got such a good time slot? Yeah, I think it was Stonk's charisma that helped a lot. I think it was partly the run and also Stonk's charisma, if I'm being honest. And it just circles back around to what I was saying earlier about like Wolfie and Argit getting partner, in that they are both massively entertaining streamers. It's the same with Stonk as well. Like, you need luck and you need also personality. Like, luck, connections, and personality, I feel, are the big things. Like, look at Naro, for example. Like, Naro, everybody initially goes for the emotes and then stays for Naro himself. Because everybody looks at Naro, listens to, like, the laugh and the giggle, etc. and actually really loves Naro and how laid back and cool Naro is. And that's what Naro is like in real life as well. That's the great thing, is that Naro is very true to life. I'm losing time in this one. Ouch. Curious. Like, you get the impression with certain streamers that they might not be, like, fully truthful, etc., but Naro is genuinely like that in real life. Naro is that awesome IRL. Whereas when you meet me in real life originally, I'm a lot more timid because of just previous agoraphobia issues. But then when you get to know me a bit more, and when I get to, like, kind of hang out with you a bit more, I kind of, like, come out into, like, out of my bubble a little bit and become more of, like, the person that you hear on stream. It just takes me a while to do that, sometimes the entire event. And then there's also the fact that for most events at the minute, I'm just busier than ever. So I don't have time to hang out with people. It sucks. I'm genuinely gonna, like, because it's a problem I have, is that obviously if ESA proper summer goes ahead in October, And if my life plans go the way that I want them to, the potential last ESA I can get to might be summer in October. Because I would lose my passport in February, which is around the time VSA winter. I might be able to delay it a little bit because obviously raising money for charity. I actually have an idea that I would put past them. Because my passport would have to go to the Tokyo consulate in London. And usually I fly to and from London anyway, despite the fact that I don't live near there anymore. So what I would say to them is I would fly back in from Sweden in the middle of February, and I would drop off my passport at the consulate as soon as I get back. And that would only lose them like a week or so. Which hopefully wouldn't be too bad. Stealth skip worked! Hell yeah. Alright. Here comes the massive time save. So yeah, I'd like to hang out with friends at ESA again, because I've been so busy the last couple of ESAs, and that's been partly my own fault. But the other problem with that is one I cannot talk about right now. So if I do go to ESA Summer in October, I'm going to be hellishly busy. And honestly, it would be my last ESA anyway, so I would want to at least... Or might be my last ESA, so I'd want to do a good job. I think it only registers one of them. I'm beginning to think that it would only register a single self-skip, which is the reason why I've never tried to do the second one as well. I've only ever tried to do the first one. I have a Chapter 8 save now, so I need to try it at one point. Like, my thoughts on trying would be do the 8 one. Singular combo. That's when white words after I beat the game. That is very weird. That is very weird. What the hell? I have no idea. Don't hit the invisible barrier here. Let's just move past it this time, surely. But yeah, I'll probably try that in the future, where I'll try and like skip 8s and then do the stealth skip for 8 and then do the stealth skip for 2 afterwards and then start runs. Or 4 even. Because I'd rather skip this one obviously than the one in 8. But yeah, those are kind of my ESA plans. We'll see what happens. I might get turned down anyway, at which point I would just be available to go to ESA again next year. Woo! There you go. Simple as that. I'd have to decide if I wanted to stay on the fundraising team. I probably would. But it might be nice to go to an ESA again and not have to stress over work-related stuff. That was a bad fight. That's fine, because we're saving time. Saving like a minute. Yeah. Minute and 4 seconds. That's stealth skip for you. Stealth skip is disgustingly good. But yeah, I hope one of me or Tap gets a Yakuza into GDQ. It'd be nice. And I hope one of somebody gets a Yakuza game into RPG Limit Break. I'm kind of conflicted because like I want to go to Japan. And like if I get the all clear to go to Japan, I'm not going to be able to try and submit 7 to RPG Limit Break. As long as somebody submits 7 to Limit Break, I'll be happy. That's just been my big goal with the Yakuza community for for years is just to get a Yakuza into like a RPG break or a GDQ. I just wanted to get Yakuza into like as many big marathons as possible, even if it wasn't me but somebody in the community. I believe that guy's the fight spawn we just walked past. It was kind of terrifying. He's walking all over the place. RTA in Japan? I could. I definitely could. Unless they were like, no, we don't want this Yakuza game. We'll see. I'll probably try when I'm over in Japan. Because I don't think RTA in Japan has ever had a Yakuza run. To be fair, the only runners of Yakuza from the Japanese scene I think that we've seen are one runner from OG1, obviously the two runners of 7. I think that might be it, you know. There's not that many people who actually run the Yakuza games in Japan, which is really weird. Because you've got your usual contingent who love, like, Mega Man, Final Fantasy, blah blah blah, other RPGs like Star Ocean. RTA in Japan is a speedrunning thing in Japan. RT is real time. I can't remember what the A stands for. It's a term of how we time things in the speedrunning scene. IGT is in-game time. RTA is real time. Real time attack. That's the word. I couldn't think of attack. In the Yakuza series, for example, you'll see we're using RTA. The reason for that is that the in-game time of the Yakuza games has always been broken to the point of being busted and also manipulatable. Which sucks. Like, there are cases, and especially with, like, Zero as well, where if you die in a fight, your in-game time goes back to where you died, and sometimes even earlier. I'm fairly certain I've had it in the Chapter 1 set piece, where if you die in Kuze, your in-game time can go back to before the set piece even starts. Don't know why, that's really dumb. But I'm fairly certain that's happened a couple of times. That's why we don't trust the in-game time in the Yakuza games. We were hoping with the new engine that the in-game time would be fixed, but sadly not. Still works the same way. It's a shame. It's a genuine shame. Oh, excuse me. Why am I getting tired? Stop that. We don't know. It's just the way it counts in-game time. It's so weird. If we knew what was broken, then we'd be able to work around it. But we don't know what's fully broken about it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And also the fact that when we do the time shenanigans in this, it can also speed up and slow down the time, the in-game time. Again, don't know why. I've tested it. It's stupid. It's the most bizarre set of rules you've ever seen in your life. Because if it was in-game time, everything would just be gloriously, like, consistent, and we'd all be able to be on an equal footing, but it just doesn't work. Alrighty, interesting. Right, let's go. This guy's the fight spawn. I've got to be careful not to hit him. Yee. Bacchus. By Bacchus. Right, Kiryu's business section time. Hello, Oda. Unfortunately, this is where my splits actually start getting really hard to beat. We are on sub 355 pace, though. Potentially. by like a second. Actually, we're on point to tie with 355. That'd make me upset.
Nanda.
もちろん力ずくでだよ。
Alright, it's time for the extras. Launch to the left, grab the bike and wall it. How is that guy still alive? I hit him like twice. Insanity. I wonder when we're gonna get the next Smash character announcement. I know obviously world events have caused that to get delayed, but I wonder.
あ、そう。それじゃ今夜中にあの部屋出てってね。明日の朝までいたら。
ほら。 This is just the slow part of the early chapters of the run. It's like one of the longest unskippable cutscenes in the game, alongside Mahjong. And please no fight spawn around the corner. I'll be upset. Because there's no way of dealing with it. Apart from tissue guy there. No fight spawn at all. Lovely. Oh dear, I need to stretch again. Ow! That was my arm again! Oh! Ow! Oh! Ow, ow, ow. I don't know why I'm yawning so much at the minute. Again, like I said earlier, I slept well. And off we go. Alrighty. If you haven't seen a Yakuza 0 run before, we're about to do some actual genuine speed tech. Whoa. Imagine speed tech. So Yamanoi's gonna clear up the office. It's going to take 5 real-life minutes. Like, you actually have to wait 5 real-life minutes. You see the actual genuine speed tech. Hell yeah. So, in this time, we can go and do anything we want. Literally anything. I have a desire to go and play some Outrun. Let's go play some Outrun. Over to Sega High Tech. Stealth skip now. Stealth skip. I guess that's also speed tech. Well, I guess we have more than one. So we are, ow, in the middle of a speed run. And there's the page that say that the office has been cleaned and we have skipped 5 real world minutes. Simple as that. Simple as that. Basically, and this is the reason why we know the in-game time is also a little fucked up. Every instance of every instance of activities in this game constitutes a different period of time. Minigames such as Space Harrier and Outrun are between 8 to 10 minutes. I will explain why later. But yeah, that's our speed tech. It's not the most impressive thing in the world, but we literally just skipped 5 minutes. Decent menu. Alright, so we get given 15 million to spend on buying a property as part of Kiryu's business segment. Unfortunately, you can't go in your menu and spend the money. They grade it out because they were smart enough to realize people would probably do that. Ah, yes, that's me. Unfortunately, the place is only 14 million, so we get to keep a million. Alright. Which you wouldn't think sounds like a lot in Zero, but in the speedrun terms, that's actually almost life and death at some points. That's that. Goodbye, business minigame section. May we never meet again. Alright. Now for this long, half unskippable cutscene. Which does become skippable. It's not straight away.
Oda-san ならまだ来てないわよ。さあ、どうぞ。最初の一杯は私のおごり。
なーに、俺たちはこれからの人間だからよ。
今度はユミちゃんにも会ってみたいな。歓迎するわよ。
I really need to get to Cabaret so I can go dunk my head in the sink. Wake up a little bit. Now for karaoke round 2. Now for skipping karaoke round 2. Oof. Yeah, I guess this guy might be problematic as well. We stabbed this guy too. I just remembered. Hey, so the guy in the purple with the knife is the guy we hit with a bike a couple of minutes ago. So we're gonna hopefully hit him again when this guy stops hitting us. Because we want to use this knife and finish this fight fast. Like so. Thumbs up. Slow transition. Very bad. Usually you have a guy alive after that. Surprised that golded, honestly. We carry on. Hey, to the empty lot. fight spawn outside means it's going to be inside. So we're up to here, holding our stamina in case we need to run when we get here. It's that drunk right there. Neat. Hi, Tachibana. Now, the nice thing about this is we're about to get something that is absolutely invaluable to us.
まだ接触はできていません。ですが、その人物を内側を抑え、殻の一粒を手に入れれば、堂島組は我々に土地を売ってほしいと頭を下げることになる。
Alrighty. Hate the camera trying to get out of here. This is Mr. Moneybags. He has the best laugh.
Oi.
So he has just taught us cash confetti. Cash confetti, we use our cash, throw it around, can distract NPCs. More importantly, distracts fight spawns. All except for Mr. Shakedown. Oh boy. That's Mr. Moneybags. Thanks, Mr. Moneybags. Shakedown can spawn in here, by the way. There's a very small set of alleyways. Bad fight spawn because it's right next to the sub-story on the left. I'd rather not use cash confetti because each time you use cash confetti you're still losing like a good 4 seconds. So you still want to try and not use it if possible. But of course there's many situations where you won't be able to get away from enemy spawns, so it's better to use cash confetti. Better to waste 4 to 5 seconds than losing more to a fight. You're not throwing out 100,000 yen each time. Wouldn't exactly call it pocket change. But I get it. I get it. And lob money. And now time for the worst minigame. The JCC, the Japan Catfight Club. This thing is rigged. It's awful. I only ever play this to get the trophy for it. That's it. Like, this game can literally rig it so that you can't win. It's great. And now with it. Now it's time we start the set piece. Any fight spawn up here? There sometimes is. Yes, there is. Ooh. Of course, this way. It's fine. You mash for nothing. Yup. Oh. Stick drift. Thanks, stick drift. Alright. Camera retro set piece time. Nice watch you got there, Shibuzawa. Alright, so we are, despite what it looks like, being shepherded in a specific direction. We can't go off the beaten path. There are no sub-stories available in this bit, but Shakedown is walking around. So be careful, because you could walk into him.
そうまでして死にたかねえか。みっともねえ。裏切り者が身の程わきまえろや。
Alright, fight time. So, I don't want that salt that's on the ground, that'd be very bad. I'm gonna start with this guy. Put up a little bit of heat, go off the sign, and then hit everybody. Shit. Didn't realize this was the guy that would have 1 HP left. Kinda slow. Speaking of slow, beast movement speed is slow, so we're gonna change to rush. Faster Kiryu's free movement ability, or fastest movement of Kiryu's free styles. Ugh. What's hard? Okay, come over to this bike, please. Need to get at least 1 multi-hit with this bike. That's good. Really hoping they'd all get a bit closer, but that was bad. That was very bad. Alright, 3 more. If you're wondering what the timer is for, the timer is for when backup appears, so you basically have a minute in this fight, otherwise more enemies will spawn in, which obviously isn't that much of a problem. Here's where it starts getting tricky. Very nice, very nice. But it sucks for this one, you want to try and make it so that nobody goes behind you down this alleyway. Too bad. So the trigger for the next fight is literally right here, but we're going to change to rush anyway because we want to lead the enemy down the road if possible. This fight spawn has a problem in it. And this problem is this lad. This is our first large lad. Large lads have a lot of hyper armor and love to do drop kicks. Like so. I hate you. And does stuff like that. I needed that. You want to be very careful. Do not, if you can help it, use your heat before you come out of this fight. Don't like that he blocked the majority of that. This is slow. Very slow. Oof. Not good. If you need spare healing, grab that healing on the right there. We're gonna risk it and not go for it. Now comes one of the best boss fight intros in any game ever. I'm gonna go and grab a drink whilst this happens, so be right back.
あんたが仕向けたのか。
お前に一ついいことを教えといてやる。極道ってのはな、ボクシングとは違え。喧嘩に負けたやつが敗者になるんじゃねえ。最後まで張り続けらんなかったやつが負けるんだよ。ああ、そうだろうが。極道の世界に KO はねえ。俺はな、キリ、指の一本や二本なくそうが、阿波野や渋沢に頭取られようが、そんなことは構えしねえんだ。命ある限り何度でも這い上がってやる。だからよ、てめえみたいな半端もんが一番許せねえんだよ。死ねやボケや。
How you can have one of the best boss intros ever and then be one of the most easiest bosses ever is beyond me. This is Yakuza 2, and this is how you do Yakuza 2 fast. So, start attacking. Into a heat move. Attack again. Charge your last hit. Build up your heat. One more time. Heat move. This puts him way below his normal HP threshold in his heat mode. Easy peasy. Easy peasy pudding and pie. That was a good Yakuza fight. We've had a bad set piece beforehand, that's why we're losing time. Which is fine. Which is fine. It is what it is. Side Sakura Wars? Nice. Hope you enjoy. Please tell me about Cabaret today, Yamagata. I need to go dunk my head in my sink. Need to wake up.
Ah, see ya. Majima-han.
Kebab?
And off we go. Mahjong cutscene! Woo! Okay. Please no shakedown, please no shakedown, please no shakedown, please no shakedown. Please no shakedown around this corner. Cool, thanks. This guy on the right is the it's the spawn. There is a sub-story to the right, but that guy was the spawn. Cool. Mahjong time.
Ma, 想定の範囲内やな。わしをただのハリスと思わん方がええで。ゴッドハンドやさかいな。ああ、あかんあかん。そんなん通るわけないやろが。そのとん、 当たりや。
Ugh. Hang on, gonna mute my mic. I need to blow my nose.
怪我人にしちゃ元気そうにしとるやねんか。
アホ抜かすな。死ぬほど痛いわ。腕が動かへん。あんたと変わってやりたいわ。
あんた、あの女がどないなったか聞かんのか。
Alright, that's a bit better. There we
誠
go.
が死んどったらわしを探す理由なんてあらへん。生きとんのやろ。お前まだいっぺんも人殺したことないな。顔見りゃわかるんやで。一線越えんで踏ん張っとるっちゅうとこや。人を殺せん男がなんで殺し屋なんかやっとるんやなあ。
顔を見ただけで何がわかるっちゅう。
オンドレみたいなアマちゃんが生きったところで誰もビビらんでいい。わしにはわかるんや。なんでも。それ論や。悪いな。誠は怪我しとらんのやろな。
なあ、女は無事や。安心せえ。
さあ、どうやろな。
リさん、大丈夫だったか。応援かき集めてきたよ。そいつリさん狙ってる。
なかなか楽しかったで。
まだ話は終わっとらん。俺が敵か味方もわからんやろか。それでもやるのか。
My head's starting to hurt. This is weird. I already need to hit cabaret so I can go grab some migraine tablets. I don't know why I'm suddenly getting a migraine. That's really weird.
聞く耳持たんちゅうわけかい。
お前ら遠慮選んでぶちかましたれ。
Alright, good mahjong parlor fight, please. Single combo, please. That'd be nice. Hey, so start off by hitting these three. He says he misses one of them. Hey, a single combo. Neat! Good stuff. Right, now we go back to see Macto. I'm gonna get some takoyaki. And then I go get some headache tablets. Oh. I bet I know why. I bet I know why as well. Ah. What a rough day I've had. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I haven't had much dinner, because the dinner that I was supposed to have was still half frozen. Which, yeah, I'm beginning to think that might be the reason why. That guy's the fight spawn. Good for him. Good for him. How'd that happen? Don't know. Apparently it was taken out last night, out of the freezer last night. I don't believe that. That fucking shakedown behind me. Fairly certain that's shakedown. That was shakedown. Yep, that was absolutely shakedown. Cool. Thanks, shakedown. Stop doing that, please, shakedown. Thank you. Hitboxers. All hitboxes are so stupid in this game. Yeah, it didn't taste too good, so I didn't eat all of it. I was a little worried it was gonna make me ill. Probably just overthinking it, but like, ugh. Yoda, save me. Thanks. My stamina ran out on purpose there. Doesn't do me anything, but meh. Lasagna ice cream. Ugh. I'm gonna go see if I have a banana, actually. We might have a spare banana. If we have a spare banana, I'll bring that back, because that'll help. Yoda, teach me the ways of cabaret, and then allow me to show you the ways of cabaret. You think you know how to run this business? No, you don't. I know how to run this business. Alright, so this is cabaret. Unfortunately, as much as I love this minigame, if we interact with it in any way, shape, or form, we actually lose time. So for 3 minutes, sit here, enjoy the music. I'm gonna go find some headache tablets and a banana. Ugh, I've returned somehow victoriously. I have a banana that doesn't exactly look too good. I also have headache tablets, thank fuck for that. Migraine tablets. No! Drop one on the floor. Darn it. Ugh. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, Natty. Good night. Good luck with Zoom meeting. That's fine. Yeah, taking the skin off, that's fine. Kinda. It's a little off there, but that's fine. Z around that. Yeah, it's fine. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's not fine. What's up with me and bad food today? What? Yeah, that's not fine. I'd like to take that back. Oh no. I haven't updated my CV in like 6 years. What do I put down for this 6-year period? Oh yeah, I live streamed. I'm a YouTuber. Hello, mum. I'm on the telly. I mean, that actually is. I guess I do put live streaming onto my CV because it is technically what I've done for the past couple of years. I have a contract with Twitch. I guess that's technically work. Even if I don't see it as work. Yeah, that'd go on there. But it's the live streaming that. Yeah. I mean, it really technically is. I note to self, cash confetti. Like, it is technically a job even if I don't see it that way, so. Did I just get banana in my bed? Yes, I did. Nice. Shakedown! Again! We're spawning next to the taxi. Stop that. That really does need to stop. Hey, Sulak, hope you're doing well. I actually remember to get cash confetti. Hurrah. Beard banana. No. Alright, let's see if we can get the waiter to bounce us down the stairs again. I'm fairly certain I can do that if I walk into him to stop him at first, because then that'll delay him hitting me. Let us attempt this. Look at that. Actual strats. Look at that. Easy peasy. Every time.
支配人、こちらのお客様です。
お呼びです。おい、ここはもうええ。俺がこのお客様の相手する。
Bit of a headache. Yep, same. Not that feeling. I'm gonna blame it on the heat. I'm gonna blame it on it getting all stuffy and muggy again. It was a nice day with a bit of rain, and then all of a sudden it's really hot again. I hate it when the temperature just fluctuates like this. It sucks. Just like, decide if you want to be hot, decide if you want to be cold, don't be both.
本当？いいの？はあ、さすが太っ腹ね。支配人さん、私あなた大好きよ。
Right. Onwards. Now it's time for the fight outside the Grand. Hopefully a 2 combo for this one. That would be very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the ESO runs. The free run we did for Corona Relief just went up yesterday, 2 days ago, something like that. Yeah, 2 days ago. There's a whole bunch of older ones on there as well that I've done for ESA, such as 6, Kwami 2, $20%. There will be 6 again at some point. Fairly certain there's a Kiwami run from Blast the Process on ESA's channel as well. That's probably the last time I ever played Kiwami, actually. Fancy that. Don't dodge. You know the drill, take care of the guy with the gun first, otherwise this stuff happens. Please don't move away from each other. Alright, free combo it is. That sucks. 2 combos are really good. 3's okay, not great. Oh yeah, I did FF7R, didn't I? I forgot about that. That was literally the day the game came out as well. Because I'd had it for like 2 weeks. So it wasn't even like a proper run. But they wanted to call it a proper run, so it was a proper run, I suppose. The reason why I haven't gone back to FF7R at the minute is because if you're not aware of like what's going down in the FF7R community, we found ways to skip entire chapters. Like, certain chapters are just skippable in their entirety. So I'm waiting until everybody cools their jets and stops finding these chapter skips. I should just do what everybody else does and run glitchless, because that's what that technically run for ESA was anyway, if you can call it that. I still call it a showcase. I still don't call it a proper speedrun. But yeah, it's actually super cool, the stuff that's currently being found in the FF7 remake speedrun. A lot of it is... It's weird, because a lot of FF7R is weirdly cobbled together. Yeah, entire chapters. How you doing well, Master Doctor? Basically, how do I describe this without going too far into spoiler territory? I believe it's chapter 9? I think it's chapter 9. Essentially how FF7R keeps you on track for the majority of the game is it puts these invisible barriers along. You know, if you think about the Yakuza games, and you think about like the invisible barriers at the edges of the cities, think that, but they also push you back inwards a little bit. Somebody originally, words are hard, found a way to get past one of them. Can't remember their name, unfortunately. But then Darkspine Sonic came along and decided to break the game entirely. Because he took that tech, used it in Chapter 9, and skipped past Chapter 10. I wish I was joking. There's an entire chapter that gets skipped. Because if you do it, what basically happens is you go to a point that you're supposed to go like 2 chapters later. But when you interact with the trigger that's there, the game for some reason thinks that you've gone ahead milestone-wise and just puts you in that chapter. As you do. Apparently the game is like really cobbled together because there's like a whole bunch of like... The big difference is like with one chapter you've got... I don't like I hit him. With one chapter you've got like a bunch of cutscenes that mask like all the different like triggers and stuff. And then with like... That's right before I'm about to get the last CP I need, isn't it? You're about to give me the dash CP, aren't you? Like, in about 5 seconds. Huh. Well, my movement's good then, considering I haven't got it yet. You actually can softlock yourself on it, is the curious thing. Like, if you do it from the wrong angle, apparently you can softlock, which is weird. Enemies match level. I don't know if I'm being honest. But yeah, they found a way to skip half of a late game chapter. They found a way to skip entire chapters at points. Yeah. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. That game can be ridiculously broken when it wants to be, and then not broken at all when it doesn't want to be. So, yeah. I will be going back to FF7R at some point, and now that I have a bit of free time, I am considering going back to learning at least glitchless to begin with. 7-hour run. Make sure you're looking at major glitches and not NMG. Because I'm fairly certain there have been runs that are sub 6 hours with not even all the chapter skips. I can check real quick, actually. That banana has not gone down well. That was a bad banana. Yeah, look at Easy, for example. Somebody 2 weeks ago without some of these skips is a 526. My god. Like, normal is the default, but like... It's kind of like the same with the Yakuza games, you know? Easy is still, like, faster, but normal hasn't been fully routed out yet. That's the other important point to point out. Easy got routed out first. I'm just gonna do this one, because it's a damage QTE. Yeah, it's gonna end the fight. Wait, Yakuza 5. It is not still 9 hours. It is currently 6:18, I believe? Tapioca is the world record holder for that. 6:21. There you go. The reason why it's so long is it pulls what we call a Fist of the North Star, where the only things that are skippable are the CG cutscenes. So all of the in-engine stuff is not skippable. And Yakuza 5 has a lot of in-game stuff. A lot of in-game stuff. There's literally about an hour's worth of a walking section at one point. It's kind of ridiculous, and it's kind of a shame. I'll get around to doing a run of 5 eventually. I'm just struggling like hell with the bit where I'm at. Okay, if Shakedown's on this bridge, this could be run over. He's not. Good. Good lad. If Shakedown is kind of like where this guy's position is, you can actually get into a fight with him. It's slightly problematic. Not great. That's because where we first discovered it was photons. Photons? Photons. Fuck Fist of the North Star. It's about by a certain game not having a route right up. I'm gonna put guides on for 1 and 5 on SLC tonight sometime this week. Nice. Yeah, the remastered version really helped with loading times. That's the other reason why I didn't want to do it on PS3. Plus, like, I don't want to be negative against the guy who ran it on PS3, but it was a hyper unoptimized run. Either that or the PS3 run of 4 had a death in the finale. So both the PS3 runs of 4 and 5 are pretty unoptimized. Which we optimized 3, 4, and 5 pretty nicely, and then I say we. Tapioca did 5. I helped with 4 a little bit, I guess. Did I, though? I guess I did at the start, and then we changed the route at the end, didn't we? I guess I helped a tiny bit, but not that much. Definitely not that much. Did 3? Did I? I don't even remember. Put the locker guns in freeze route. Yes, I did. That's right. Hell yeah. And then along came gambling, and here comes all the guns. Yeah. 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 Can't wait to put more boring stuff in 5's route. Actually, I think 5 is just going to be quicker just to get from point A to B, honestly. This is what you already do. Unless you're Sukamino, which is point A to C to avoid point B. And then back to point B again. Don't like this. Thank you. Yeah, 3 is. Guess what? 4's is worse. Would you believe it? It happened again where it didn't input my goddamn input. Thanks, video game. Get up, Nish Danny. That should be fine. Oh, there you go. There's better number crunch for you. How can it be worse? Because 3 is blackjack and 4 is roulette, baby. Different gambling games, different odds. One of which way, way, way worse. This goes to prove that blackjack is the superior of all the gambling games. Hell yeah. I don't see why we don't just gamble in one of the card games. Or just give me Mahjong. I could do Mahjong. Why do I take another bite of the banana when I know it's bad? What is wrong with me? Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's awful. Ugh. That's on direct from the game. It's from a dumbass mechanic they added on top of the game. Oh, nice. Great. Pachinko strats? No, fuck off. There's a banana bad. I think we've had it for like a week. Ugh, that doesn't taste good. Oh well, it's the only food I got that I can eat during the run, so it's worthwhile. But yeah, I need to go back to some other Yakuza runs. I need to power through and do 5. I don't know if I'm gonna submit 5 to ODYSSEY Summer or not, because it's long. I will 4, but I need to actually, you know, de-rust 4 and learn the new parts of the run. The roulette. Blackjack gambling, Nell. Yeah, I've had him not offer me high stakes after even 10 attempts, which is just stupid. I had him offer it on the 12th one once, which is just, yeah, alright, sure. Why not? Oh no, 4's just different gambling, don't worry about it. It does make me wonder if the Mahjong gambling items are in 4. Because if you... Mahjong goes over quick if you have the gambling item. It just gives you 13 orphans and then you just get a shit ton of money. At least that's how it works in K2. Not that we ever use it in K2. We just don't need it. Because the cheat item for the Mahjong in Kamurocho, a lot of my Mahjong, is literally on the floor below. So it's like right there. But we never use it because we just never go over there. Oh yeah, I love Mahjong. Mahjong is great. Hello, mouse. Hope you're doing well. It also really sucks as well, because, like, there's a couple of the end bosses of Yakuza 4. One of which would go really quickly and easily if we could use guns on the one character that, for their profession, uses guns, but the video game says, no guns. God, it would be so quick if we could just shoot everybody. 2 combo. Grab Mahjong into. I actually would be genuinely tempted to. That or find a way to get items to sell. There's an Eye of the Dragon. I don't know how much the Eye of the Dragon sells for. That's inside of a Popo, I believe. Do I remember which one? No, I don't. I don't think the Mahjong cheat items were in 4. I think they were in later games. I was hoping the other guy would get aggroed and run towards me. Bit late for it now, bud. Bad fight. Yeah, 7's turn-based now. No, that's a bad thing. Tried the demo. Very good. Good fun. Very, very good. Yeah, only 4 chances, and as I've said before, I've had a run where it just didn't happen. Mahjong route in 7. Who knows? The fact that it's obviously a turn-based RPG and it's going to be more like traditional turn-based like means we're probably going to have to route some kind of money in for upgrades. Only in Japan. Only the Japanese version of the demo. Shoutouts to always winning the actual bet for high stakes whenever I've got it and never having the gambling item on. It's a good little record. get blackjack anyway, cheeky bastard. that's just impressive in so many ways. Like, so many ways. Oops. Hold on one there. Yeah, it is. That's one of the reasons why they actually hit X. Are you fucking kidding me, you idiot? Well, there's a time loss. Well, there's a big time loss. Unbelievable. Oh, that's stupid. I don't know why I did that. Ah! These guys have massive amounts of hyper armor, as you can bloody well see. What about time loss? Ouch. That hurts. Drop your guard, please. I want to cancel out my spin. Ouch. Happened to you once or twice? Wow, that sucks. That really sucks. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any gambling items for Mahjong in 4. There are some for poker, but I'm guessing poker just doesn't give you the money that you need? There's no platinum plates either, they're just gold and silver. How cheap. Thank you, Yakuza 4. There's got to be something here that sells well. The diamond. Oh, I know where that is. Ironically enough, that's by the bloody weapon dealer, so that's way too late.
もちろん。座って。とにかく頭の傷手当てしなきゃ。
How much money do you know how much money you get from the gambling in Yakuza 4, by the way, Tap? I'm very tempted to see if I can route something else in other than roulette.
錦がどうしてるか知ってるか。
風間組の事務所に詰めているみたい。さっきも出入りしているの見かけた。なんだかすごく怖い顔してたけど。
そうか。ならよかった。
Okay.
傷そこまで深くはない。
Yeah, the platinum plates.
消毒だけ。
Yeah, that really does sound like it's going to be the quickest one. I don't think any of these. I don't think any of these would give you anywhere near enough. I'm not sure how long. Do you remember how long the Royal Joker card lasts? Is it only like the one hand? Inside Nakamichi Club Sega on the floor near the counter. No, there's another one somewhere.
Kiryuさん、誰か来る。今の時間、もうエレベーターは動かないはずなのに。奥の部屋に隠れて。
There's one in the underground locker as well. In the underground parking lot in the southeast section right next to the 208. We do go down there once. Hmm.
ほら出てこいやキリュウ。この店はずっと張ってたんだよバカが。
こそこそ隠れてんじゃねえぞ。おい。
It's way more than 13 guns this time, I think.
桐生さん、ダメ、逃げて。
Only if your character uses bloody guns. God, that's annoying. It's the worst bloody thing. Here's a police officer. He doesn't use guns, by the way. What? In a cutscene, he uses a gun. Gameplay? No, not allowed to use guns. Don't you dare. 3 million? Well, I remember this now. It's the exact amount of money you can get for that one fucking Tanamura sub-story. Now I remember. God, if only we could have put that sub-story into the actual run. God, if only. It's just too long to do, I think. Because you have to do the other sub-stories before it. If only you could do that one straight away, it would be so useful. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I want to try and figure out, if there's something we can do other than roulette. Just something like poker. Like, I don't think poker will give us the matchups that we need. If it did, that would be very, very good. Not the guy I wanted to hit. Where's the guy with the sword? Oh, he's behind him. I know, I knew you were gonna fucking do that. That's what I was trying to avoid you. Hi. Alright, cool. Bad fight. It's pretty great. Yeah, that's the problem. I really wish I knew how much poker did. I should go and find out. Because with poker, the Royal Joker would give you a Royal Flush. Straight Royal Flush, or whatever the fuck it's called. Okay, wanted to put chips on both zeros. You're the evil. Now I remember. Max and Josh getting it in SA, yeah. Lucky lad. Alright. Dodge forward and right from Yakuza. Grab sign. Grab sign. It's a sign. Imagine actually hitting Yakuza properly with the sign for once. Hit Yakuza. Wait for QTE. Don't fucking fail the QTE, you dumb shit. This is fine, it still kills. Especially when I kick him. That only worked because I actually did that perfectly before that point. God, some of those fights were bad. Still saving time, but could have saved a bunch more. See, that's the only thing I could see being problematic, potentially, for GDQ. Like, you just straight up stab it, dude. It's not good. It's definitely not good. But well. That's why I feel like TAP has more chances with OG1. OG1 might still be like semi-realistic, but it's PS2 level graphics at this point. Also, speed tech, run past that guy. That's literally it. That's the speed tech. That's all you do. That's it. Don't have to worry about anything else.
きっちり筋を通せってことなんだろう。多分な。
What about one? We were talking earlier about chances of Yakuza getting into GDQ. And I just said you have more chance with one because obviously you've done runs for GDQ before, and because it's not as... And just now because it's not as hyper-realistic as, you know, that Yakuza knife gut. Like, it's realistic, sure, but it's still PS2 level graphics. It's not as, not quite as visceral. You submitted one to SGDQ, right? Or did you submit two? You did? Yeah, thought so. Yes, I'm hoping you get one in. 0 chances of it. That's actually RGG Online. It's also, there's also a PC version, but 0 chance. Literally 0. Mobile games just aren't as popular in the West, and again, it's a niche series. You're not going to be getting the niche products of the niche series. There's more chance of Ishin coming over, but Ishin is not coming over, so... Oh yeah, this is the unskippable one. It's the ones after are skippable.
Ura, 目障りなんだよ。てめえらどっか行け。
なんだ。おい、あんた起きろ。
くそ、奴らだ。
堂島組？
堂島、何言ってる。こいつらホームレス狩りだ。
おい、そこにも2人いるぜ。
へいへいへいへい。
あれ、そっちのやつなんかホームレスっぽくないじゃん。
別にいいんじゃね。ここにいんだから同罪だよ。同罪。
逃げんなよ。
やめろ。
何命令してんの？やめてくださいだろ。
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Yeah, as Oxy says, they are. I wasn't sure what to do, and I was streaming a fair bit of Mahjong back at that time, so... So a couple of friends gifted them to me, which is awesome.
どうしようもねえガキどもだな。
そうです。僕らガキの未成年です。人殺しても罪になりません。
罪にならなきゃ罰は受けねえとでも思ってんのか。世の中そんなに甘かんねえぞ。
生きがいいね。俺らとやる気かよ。
おい、こいつ俺のこと殴ったんだぞ。ぶっ殺せ。
I see PC gaming show got postponed. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we might have to wait an extra week to find out about potential 3 to 6 on PC. Cool. Makes sense considering what's happening. Good move. Definitely respect it. Alright, Beast. Time for Power Surge 2. Move it back a bit so I don't pick up the baseball bat. Very smooth. Very smooth. Tojo HQ time. Let's do this.
もう準備できてるなら車に乗ってくれ。
Hey, so we're going to start by plowing into these guys. Doesn't matter which direction, as long as we go towards one set of furniture. I didn't mean to hit that guy, but oh well, it happened. He is dead now. Not a single guy, because I can hit more people. One of you has a lot of HP left. Not anymore. That works. Have to get to this bit before we lose third heat bar. Ooh, just. Lucky. Very lucky. Mind, we need to keep our heat as high as possible for the full benefits of Golden Fist. If we went down to second bar here, it would have been really bad. Wow, Oda actually defeated someone. That's insane. Again, don't leave those two to kill any of the enemies. They're not good at it. A decently large difference. What the hell is bouncing over there? Something is being a menace over there. My hair is bouncing. Don't do anything. Okay, that does count as nothing. That works. Huh. Nice time to get that, I suppose.
Oh my god.
Oh, Trickrow, thank you very much for the raid. Hope you're doing well tonight. I hope your stream went well. What were you up to? Good luck, appreciate it. Run's dying. I'm joking. Would you believe it? We're like 1 minute and 8 seconds ahead, and now we're only like 30. I can't stop the time bleed at the minute. It's really bad. I accidentally did the wrong thing there as well. Nice! I was supposed to punch him with the other style first. Come here, guy who I haven't hit yet. Really? He's gonna guard everything again? Alright. Imagine Oda actually being aggressive for once. Please stop that so I can actually hit him. Thank you. Yeah, you had a good stream. Alright, now we need to go grab one of these lanterns. Probably this one. Grab this one. Spawn in sword lad. Stood in darkest dungeon stuff. Nice. You've come to murder the run again. Well, good news, it's already in the process of dying. You've come at the right, perfect time, I suppose. Heck you, sword lad. Heck off. Thank you. I really wanted to grab the lantern, I just wasn't close enough for like a fraction. Okay, that's alright. That's not too bad. I'll take it. Murder a run if the run is already dead, exactly. Preemptive run murdering, that's what we like to do around here, I suppose. I don't like doing that, but it keeps happening. Looking at the time here, it's not too bad. I think we're going to lose a tiny bit of time, maybe. Yeah, it's looking like we're going to lose a tiny bit. So we still got to go back over to Little Asia on the other side of town. I'm just going to take like a good minute. And hopefully we don't have any fight spawns in the middle here. Once again, I've tempted fate and said that I've never seen Shakedown down Tenkaichi, and yep, there he isn't. Oh, that was the fight spawn. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's a good fight spawn. That way, if there is a fight spawn further down, then they wouldn't actually aggro onto me. Can't go to that east. Almost went to the wrong taxi spot. That would have been embarrassing. Now to make sure that we avoid old what's-his-face's hitbox. Damned if I can remember his name. Kimoji? I think it's Kimoji. Yeah, it's Kimoji. I like Kimoji. Just avoid his giant ass hitboxes the entire street. Get stuck down this alleyway because you can't walk against walls in this bloody engine.
Yo, Kiryu-kun.
Yeah, we're gonna lose some time. Or maybe. Well, maybe we save some time. Or maybe we gold split. Hey, sick. Which is good because this is wait. Oh no, of course it is. It's the Coliseum. Yeah, this is where they're on dice. Cool. Excellent. Great. The trouble is, my PB had an exceptionally good Coliseum, which, yeah. Don't like that. Don't like that in the slightest. Let's get a good Coliseum, yeah. Sure. Sure, like the biggest RNG fights of the entire run. Sure. I'm not looking forward to this. Please no Shakedown in the corner again. Shakedown has spawned in the corner multiple times today. This has not been good. I'm expecting to leave here and it'll be in my way. Hit it before, just do it again. Yeah, it's that easy. So in this place, we're hopefully going to take care of these three in one combo, despite the fact they start on different sides of the room. Again, knowing the tier list, you go after the guy with the gun first. You. They stay together, that's good. Nice, that's quick. Like that. Right, Coliseum time. Please no Shakedown on the bridge. Please no Shakedown on the bridge. Please no Shakedown on the bridge. If Shakedown's on the bridge, that's pretty much run over. If he's close, that is. If he's far away, it's fine. But if he's close, we're in big trouble. He's not here at all. Excellent. Just what we like to see. I don't care about them. Sweet. Hey, Kink. I don't know what you mean by that. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Coliseum round 1. This lovely lad who goes by the name of Ginger Chapman. Looks like a clown, loves to stab you. You don't want him stabbing you. Go down. Thanks. Stay down. Don't stab me. I did ask. I suppose I should have asked a little more politely. Okay, apart from the whole getting stabbed, that actually wasn't too bad. I'll take that stabbing for once. Next up, Dr. Kirihito. Doesn't have a knife, but has 2 bladed weapons. Also has a heat mode. Drop your guard. Thank you. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be using Nishtani straps to try and stop this lad from going into his heat mode, which is not happening because he's already broken away from me. There it is. Stop it. Nice. This might keep him on the ground long enough for us to be able to finish him off, hopefully. Okay. So with that, that skipped his post-heat where he would have had more defense. And now comes the man himself. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So this lad doesn't have any knife attacks, but he's still worse than the other two. This is Dead Puncher, aptly named because he punches your runs dead. So Dead Puncher might not have a knife, but he has an insane amount of hyper armor and decides to just punch you during any of your combos, and is even worse and more aggressive when he goes into his heat mode. We're going to be hoping that doesn't happen. I love you, Dead Puncher. Please don't end this run. This is a decent run. How come we just took that one punch at the start there and didn't care? Nice, British guard. Okay, I wanted to get hit while he's on the ground to get to second heat bar, but that's fine. So he's gonna get up, and he's gonna go into his heat mode. Unfortunately, actually, yeah, he is. Damn, couldn't keep him down. So I'm gonna start by attacking away. I say as it locks me onto him for some reason. This will stop him from attacking me and also guarding into me. Do not have enough heat. Bad. Yeah, very bad Dead Puncher. Very bad Dead Puncher. It's not good. It's not good. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. He was going well until he hit his heat mode, and then it started going badly. What I should have probably done instead of the 3 light strong attack is probably the 2 light strong. I think he still would have hyper armor punched through it, but I would have got more hits off, rather than him guarding. And then I could have readjusted after that. That's unfortunate. Ron's not dead yet, but that's definitely not good. Also, it's fine, Kink. I don't live near London anymore. I don't expect this place to ever riot, because the average age of the people living here is like 50, 60. Literally stuck in the middle of nowhere. Hate it. Yes, I could have now, but I just couldn't build my heat up enough. That's the trouble, is we don't get any items on Majima that can restore heat. If we could, that would make that fight a little more bearable. But going into the Don Quixote to buy some in Chapter 4 is slow. I don't think there's any set pieces with Majima before that point, other than the stealth sections, which don't have the healing items on the ground, obviously. Rage rating around where you are. Yeah, it's like, I don't mind the place, but it's just like, there's nothing here for me. There's just nothing here for me, and it's just, eh. I need to get away. Like, I really liked it when I used to live in Reading, which was like 30 minutes on the train to London, but also tried to be London. So, it was kind of super cool. Perfect Nishtani. Alright, Nishtani has 2 damaging QTEs, so we let him up at this point. Come on, bud. Yeah, same. It's like an hour on the train for me if I want to go to the nearest town, which, that sucks. That really sucks. It's the reason why I struggle to get a job as well, is there is literally nothing here. Like, ridiculously. I don't mind you stabbing me, yes, as long as you give me the quick transition. Thank you very much. I prefer that to you falling on the floor and doing the Voldo. Oh, this time bleed. That's bad. We still save time later on, but this is definitely up against it now. Ouch. 23 seconds lost to that bad dead puncher. It was a rough, I guess it was a slightly rough Ginger Chapman as well, but it was mostly dead puncher that we lost the time to there. But yeah, it's like the nearest town is like so far away. It sucks. It's like the only thing I could get in my kind of like field of expertise that I did at university, which is accounting and finance. Weirdly, there's no accounting jobs around here. The only thing I could get is an internship, and that would pay less than the money it would take to get me to that town and back here within 3 days of the week. Because train prices are ridiculous. Whereas when I obviously lived 20 minutes or 30 minutes from London, I had the whole world at my hands, and I could go anywhere I wanted to. So this sucks. Is there lots of the same situation? Yeah. It really sucks, because it's like, if you're in a situation like this, there's really nothing you can do, and it sucks. It's like, everyone says, like, just learn to drive, but it's like, getting car insurance would also cost more than taking the train for the week. And taking the train for the week would cost more than the wages of actually getting that job. Ah. It is in 20-minute car drive range, but else pretty rural. It sounds like you're in one of those, like, really nice kind of, like, villages that's, like, nestled right in the middle. Yeah, unfortunately. The place that we're in only has like 2 finance offices, and they're full on staff. They were even talking about cutting down staff because they don't need that many. They've both got like 5 or 6 each. And I can't get anything. I probably wouldn't be able to get anything in regards to like a proper accounting job rather than an internship as well, because it's been 6 years since I was in uni, and I, for some foolish reason, never took the ACA. I wish I had at the time. I don't know why I didn't. Foolish choices as a kid, I guess. I don't like that you dodged this way. There you go. That's better. So I'd have to get an internship that would allow me to take the test as well and then go into accounting after that. This is fine, because he's aggro and comes to me. I was really hoping I'd kill him so I could go around here with that, but... Oh, also, these guys have a lot of hyper armor, so you want to be a little careful when attacking them. That's a good combo. ACCA really is big commitment. Yeah, it is. It's like, there were certain exceptions I could have gotten from my university, and I don't know why I didn't at the time. I mean, I kind of do, but it's for really dumb, stupid reasons. Basically just boils down to me being a stupid teenager, I guess. But yeah, those opportunities wouldn't be available to me anymore, so... the stun punch. Maybe a stupid teenager once. Yes, thankfully. See, this is the problem with Slugger, is you can't do the heat move if the enemy is doing anything other than standing still. Slugger is terrible, and I won't let anybody tell me otherwise. The capital, good high paying judge, you feel you're out to find something in a quiet place. Yeah, and that's fair. Like, some people don't like loud, like, cities. Like, if there's one thing that I found in life going from Reading, which is a place that is trying to emulate London, to where I currently am, which is like a very quiet, almost retirement place. Not what I've ever wanted to do, but interesting. Kind of works. It's the in a place that's like trying to emulate London, in like a big city, all people care about is getting from point A to point B. And they don't care about anybody in the middle. But I'd say that's the nice thing about living in somewhere quiet like this, is that people do genuinely care about each other. Yeah, same. Like, beforehand, it used to be a 40-minute train to get to Heathrow for ESA. And I could have easily gotten to, like, UKSG with that. But now my choices of airport are 3 hours to get to Manchester, where Manchester would want me to... If you hit me again, I swear to God. Where Manchester would also want me to get an extra plane to Heathrow anyway for an extra 100 quid. Or a 3 hour, 30-minute trip, plus whatever it takes to get through London, obviously, to get to Heathrow. And wouldn't require an extra flight and an extra 100 quid. So it's better to go to Heathrow still. And it sucks, because it's then trying to also get to London as well. Whereas before I just literally stayed on the train for 40 minutes. It's so funny, but I just never thought about ease of access until I was in a place that is literally like the arse end of nowhere. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. It's a bad Camellia Grove. Come on, I know you're aggroed, so you're going to be hitting me more. I should move away. Ah, you couldn't have walked into my attack. Yes, you're aggroed as well. You'll go first, sure. Just like X to a Bristol, that's really it. Yeah, it's horrible to be like really far away from just any decent public transport. This is not going well. Although if I can push him this way, we can turn this around. Reason being is there's a bunch of furniture here, which will do extra damage to him. Go on the ground. Go on the ground. Well, that's bad. Well, we're going to be losing time coming out of the split for sure. Oh, I'm surprised that didn't actually hit me. Oh, he's just countering everything. Oh, that was awful. Then we got it's gone. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of saw it coming after university. Like, I went to university in Gillingham, in Kent, which I was in the Medway portion, and oh boy, I could say some horror stories about that place, that's for sure. But it was close to London. For as much of a horror story as it was close to London. Quite way tired of cities, just everything in it being so far away. That's fair. I mean, I find that everything here in this rural place is just so far away. I can understand why crossing the city is a pain. In Reading, we have this really weird... I don't know how you call it. You have, like, the dual carriageway of the motorway that goes, like, almost slap bang through, like, a quarter of the town. And that makes it so that traffic can only go kind of, like, one way. And it's really awkward to try and get past that. And also, obviously, during rush hour, where everyone who's trying to go back to London or come home from London is using that dual carriageway. So it's kind of a pain. Plus the long library. Yes, the very, very long library. What a claim to fame. We have a really long library. Isn't it nice? in your future job as you're driving everywhere at the cities. That's nice. It's why, like, with hopefully the Japan placement I get, I'd still kind of hope that I'm in a big city, but I don't mind if I am in the Inaka. Like, if it happens, it happens. I'll deal with it. Like, I'll survive. I just want to get over there. I'm used to being in a very, very dead-end place as it is here, so... Cancel out because he does a damage QT. I actually could have done a tiny bit more damage. This is fine. Good Sarah fight so far. Shame about the rest of this. Yeah. Set piece itself bad. Good Sarah fight. Which hasn't happened in a while. Always had Sarah be a problem. Yeah, it was a slightly late split, but still. It's just, it's literally a long library. It's the long building. It's not even impressive. It's not even 2 floors. It's just, well, actually it is, but the top floor is classrooms. It's just a really long library. It's just a big long building. But yeah, hey, hope you're doing well, Lily. Also same to you, Jogger. It really is. It really, really is. The worst thing about Gillingham that I've ever found as well, right? One Christmas, I've never felt safe walking around Medway. The place is just awfully lit. It's horrible. One Christmas, I can't remember if it was first year or second year, where I was going back to the train station. Just saw a man, side of the road, says hello. I said hello back. I had to do a double take. He's just sat there squatting, cupping a shit. Yeah, as you do. That's Gillingham in a nutshell. Just the moment I saw that, the moment I realised never coming back here when I'm done. That's it. Yeah, as you do. Awful place. And it's still messed up. That sucks. That sucks. My dad's got some real bad arthritis at the minute. His entire right hand is just like swollen up. It's crazy. And obviously, I said the story about the hospital having blood on the walls, literally getting named in the top 5 worst hospitals in the UK literally the day before I went there because of pneumonia. Great fun. Absolutely great fun. Mind you, at least they saw me instantly. I could say some horror stories about the NHS up here up north, and I have. Ugh. But what I will say quickly is that we are doing our next little bit of speed tech right here. If you remember Chapter 5 a couple of hours ago, it's very similar to that. We're going to be skipping 15 real-world minute wait. We're supposed to wait literally 15 real-world minutes for Tachibana to call back, but we can actually skip that entirely. There are a little extra thing that we have to do here. There are 2 hidden triggers around Sotenbori. The first one is there, at Higuchi Kaikan. Kiryu makes the observation that the explosion isn't related to the empty lot when we know it is. The other one is outside of the Grand. The one outside of the Grand has less dialogue, but it has a longer starting cutscene to it, so it's actually a little quicker to go to the bottom one there. Only by like a couple of seconds or so. And then what we're going to go and do is, much like we did in Chapter 5, we're going to go and play some arcade games. So we're going to Sega High-Tech Land, and we're going to play some Space Harrier. Oh, nice Bigfoot. And yeah, Reading does suck at rush hour. It's rough. I like the city a lot. I miss it now that I'm gone. Also, this is the reason, this entire bit is the reason we know why minigames are 8 to 10 minutes long, is just playing the minigame once does not skip enough time to be able to skip the entire 15-minute real-world wait. Hence why we've got to do it twice. And there's the pager. Simple as that. This trick does not work in the new engine for the time-wasting segments. I'm looking at you, Kami2, in judgment. That's a fight spawn in front of us. Risk it. Risk it. Nice. I'd rather have not done cash confetti and lost another like 4 or 5 seconds. Reminder that using cash confetti does use up like 4 to 5 seconds each time. Considering you lose momentum, stop, do the animation for throwing the money, etc. And then have to build up speed again. See, it's a super contaminated river down the middle. I'm close to seeing shit. It definitely happens. Ew. Doing sub-stories in K2 makes it longer. See, it wouldn't surprise me if there are things that make it go longer. We know that there's one time waiting segment in Judgment that you can make longer if you don't walk out of the building properly. I've had it happen to me. And we know there are things in this engine that make it longer. I'm fairly certain we tested something in Judgment that I accidentally went into reload, which means I can't shoot this guy anymore. Or I can? Did that move the car's position up? How bizarre. That's something to think about. So the reason why I didn't swing was I knew he was coming back. Also, weird fact, PC version of Yakuza Kiwami in this bit has mouse support. Yakuza Kiwami 2 does not. Or Yakuza 0 does not. This isn't Kiwami 2. It's a very different game. But Yakuza Kiwami 2 also does not have mouse support. For these vans, you only have to take care of the guy in the front and then the driver. So if you're playing on Legend and you're struggling with this bit, just take care of those two. Nice headshots. So you can see the cars are kind of readjusting every time because the camera's slightly messed up from when, or from how quickly you defeat some of the enemies. You can have it glitch out and look into the floor for like a minute and a half if you kill a certain enemy too fast. I used to live in had a lake, and years of the university dumping chemicals in the lake made it extremely toxic. Like, radioactive? Good God. You can also see the helicopter is doing exactly the same. Is your truck driver seamless UK so varied? Yeah. If any fish could survive in there. Ouch. Yeah, there's some decent headshots. I'm gonna reload so that I can start shooting the rocket launcher guy again. Again, don't have to kill the guy with the minigun. Okay, bad helicopter. Very bad helicopter. I did just shoot an RPG out of the sky, yes. The Yakuza series in a nutshell. And we're looking at 3:34 at this point. Okay. Don't particularly like that time right now. I'm gonna try something. Now is not the time to be trying things, but I'm gonna try something. You have a plan. Gonna change this first encounter up a little bit. We usually start on the left there, but we're gonna start with this barrel on the right. I need this guy gone because he'll go after Makoto. Or, you know, the other guy at the top is also worrying me. You two come over here, please. Oh, come on. Oh, it's him that's alive. That's why. Interesting. Bad. Very bad. Very, very bad. Now comes Circular Saw, lad. He has a Circular Saw. That's why he's Circular Saw, lad. So I'm gonna dodge to the right. He's not gonna do anything, which is actually kind of nice for once. I hate you. I just praised you. Please don't hit me again. Any HP he has left over from this bit goes to the end of this part. I could have used a heat move there if I wanted to, but I would have less damage for what's about to come. Actually, no, I would have got it back with that QT. It's tempting, actually. Might try. Crime shooting part in Legend. So much nicer on PC. So much nicer. Dodge twice. And spin. Get rid of him. Get everybody aggroed and is a problem now. Shame. If I'd have hit them first time, we might have saved time, but now we're going to lose a bunch of time. I did it on PS4. Yeah, same so far. But it's nice that, for some reason, Kiwami has mouse support for that bit. I don't quite understand. Oi. Well, we're up against it. We can save time in this split. This split and the next split both have time saves in them. Because the next split had a slightly glitched Nishiki. Hooray. And this split had a bad Kuze fight. Yep, mentioned his name again. He's coming again. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, she can only take 2 hits in Legend. So if you let her get hit twice, that's it. It's gone. It's ridiculously hard. Thankfully, the only bit she's in is that very first part. My any % Legend run that I did, like, I don't know how long ago, a couple of months ago at this point, managed to get it done first time. Also had 0 optional fights in it. It's, for all intents and purposes, a really disgusting run. That was bad. That was slow. I wanted to grab the other cart instead of the chair, but I wasn't close enough. Oh well. Let's see if we can do this. If we can do this next fight well, we'll be in a good position. It was K2 Legend start your run back. I found it funny that the last time I did an any % K2 Legend run was 2 years ago. It's literally been that long. I honestly only thought it was a year, but no, it's been like 2 years apparently. That's that's how much it scarred me. Pretty badly. For those who don't know, in Kiwami 2's Legend, there's a bit at the end that has 3 guys with rocket launchers. They can stun lock you, as I found out. You got to meet the Lord of Difference today, they're nice, aren't they? Yeah, they're genuinely good people. And by that I mean they can go to hell. Please don't hit me. I need that guy not to hit me. Right. Final upgrade of the run. I was supposed to hit up again. Essence of the Beast Torment. You'll see what this does in a little bit. For now, we're going to use a mode like these two, because these two have the most HP out of everybody hit. Very nice. You do not want to use any of your heat coming out of this fight. It's very important that, because we're about to go and fight Kuze. And we need literally as much damage as we can get. I like how they like perfectly synced as well. You'd think the 3 of them would fire their rockets at the same time. No, they wait until one of them hits you. And then the next one hits you. And then the next one hits you. And if you're still alive at that point, rinse, repeat. Great. That run still hurts to this day. It really does. But I'd still rather do that run than Yakuza 6 any % Legend. That terrifies me. That genuinely terrifies me. Like, we get free shot on easy. And you want to do it on Legend? Yeah, alright. I'm tempted. I'm very tempted. It's very insane. But I would probably get some kind of defense upgrade towards the end of the run. For sure. And do the Yakuza 6 Legend for giggles later today? Oh, good luck. Good luck. I do kind of want to do it, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know when I'm ready for that madness. Because that is crazy. Like, you would have to get some defense upgrades at some point. Surely. If you just follow the same strats we use in any percent. Or just no damage the entire game. I still don't know why I haven't put my Yakuza 6 all-sub stories up on the leaderboards yet. Because I did for your Kiwami run. Alright, you'll know what time it is. All 20 bentos at the start. Yeah, don't blame you. I'm not even sure if you're going to get an opportunity to use them.
Soかい。なるようになっちまうもんだな。くぜー。
Damn right. Kuze round 4. APX, hope you doing well. So because we're at full heat, we can actually get a combo off quicker than Kuze can hit us. It's one of the important reasons why you need full heat for this. We missed! Cool! Actually, pushing Kuze over here is not a bad thing because everybody's over here. If Nishiki grabs Kuze, do that heat move because it is actually kind of fast. Other than that, here's Essence of the Beast Torment. Watch Kuze's HP bar. There's one entire bar's worth of HP right there. I'm going to go over here and grab this trolley so I can build my heat up again real quick. I was about to Essence of the Beast Torment, Nishiki. Stop interrupting him. Thanks, Nishiki. Thanks, Nishiki. Okay, so we're saving a tiny bit of time. Not too much. Just enough. Just enough. Would have been quicker had Nishiki not punched him, because we would have got an Essence of the Beast Torment off immediately, but oh well. Can't be helped, I suppose. So something I forgot to mention when we were Kiryu and Sotenbori. When a character is not in their main city, so Kamurocho for Kiryu and Sotenbori for Majima, then you don't have to deal with sub-stories or shakedown. So thankfully, now that we're Majima in Kamurocho, we don't have to deal with any of that. For some reason, even though the taxi list is exactly the same for Kiryu in Sotenbori as it is for Majima in Sotenbori, Majima's taxi list in Kamurocho is different than Kiryu's. Everything goes up by 1 for some bizarre unknown reason. So, fortunately, this is the only place you have to taxi to anyway. We're just going to cash confetti you away, because we're not making it past you with the way I used my stamina there. Let's a fight spawn inside of here. Oop. And now for a fight.
やっぱりあんただったんだな、真島さん。 決まってんだろうが。あんたが組に逆らった時からだよ。
Alright, let's move forward a little bit. Again, the 2 combo here is perfect if you can get it, but it's so very rare. This guy's going down on the next hit. Yeah, these two move too far away from each other. Shame. We'll take the free combo. We will take the free combo. It's a shame because 2 is literally ideal, but it is quite hard to pull off. Oh boy. He's coming. The boss man himself. Oh boy. Scariest QT in the game coming up right here. So, we're trying to find a certain Kiryu Kazuma. Never heard of that before. And we're going to go look at the Yakuza office where he used to be. The Kazuma family office. Right here. Unfortunately, Kiryu is not in. And somebody else is. This is the legend himself. This is Kashiwagi. Now, this mid-fight QTE is the scariest mid-fight QTE in the game. It's not too bad. It is bad, but it's not too bad damage-wise on easy. If you're running this on Legend and you don't get any HP upgrades at all, this QTE coming up can do about 7/8 of your entire HP bar in damage. And it's not just the damage that makes it scary, as I will demonstrate. I'm going to push you into the corner I am. If we could push him into a corner, doesn't matter which one. Usually I like to go for one on the right, but this one does work. It's easier to keep him down with Nishitani strats because you don't get pushed too far away from him. Yeah, because this is Kazuma family, so at this point, Kashiwagi is Kazuma family. I believe. Watch this. So, you have even less time than that on Legend to react to that. You have less than 1/3 of a second. This was a really good Kashiwagi fight until you hit me there. Shame. You literally have less than 1/3 of a second to react to that on Legend. It is disgusting. I'm fairly certain I hit that in my PB. Scariest QTE. 7/8 of your entire HP bar. Less than 1/3 of a second to stop it. Yeah, which is the entire reason why Kashiwagi gets fucked off with Nishiki in Yakuza 1 is because Nishiki started doing business on Kazuma family turf. Hi, Nishiki. Please don't glitch out, Nishiki. Please go to the stairs, the chairs. There's he's downstairs. Oh, he's getting straight up. Nishiki, no. Nishiki, no. That's bad, Nishiki. Stop this. Stop this right now. Go on the ground. You're in your heat mode. You're not going to go on the ground, are you? Yo, I'll accept this if you give me a quick fight transition. Look at that right there. What a lad. Might actually save some time in this split, provided we kill Nishiki before he kills us. Don't hit me, baby. I love you still. Ooh, that's the first good Nishiki fight we have had in months. Actual legit months. There's the bad NPC spawn that for some reason has an invisible barrier around it and stops you dead. Yeah, that is legit one of the best Nishiki fights we've had in months. That feels real good. No fight spawn outside means it's probably inside. We're going to be saving time this split. There it was. It was the guy we walked past. I don't know if we'll be ahead or not, but we'll definitely save time. We'll be ahead. Run's alive. Barely, but it's alive. Literally, Nishiki doesn't glitch out. It saves time. That's all that has to happen. That's all it has to do. Literally all we need. And now for the boring bit. Now for Takoyaki quest, where we've got to walk with Makoto. She wants takoyaki. It's over there. Actually, it's over at Theatre Square. We can't run in this bit, unfortunately. I've literally got a $50 bounty on if anyone can find a way to run in this bit. Because we sure as heck haven't found a way to run in this bit. So she's going to topple over a couple of times. Totally random. Doesn't happen while we're talking here. She'll probably fall down any second now when we're done with this conversation. Surprised we're having a long conversation here. It usually happens near the end. So if you look at the minimap right now, you can see that when we get more than an arrow's length away, she teleports back to us. If you look at her, you have to wait for her to stand up and like fast walk towards you before you can carry on moving again. But as long as you don't look, she'll teleport to you. Random speed tech. And we can't be asked to wait in line, so for some reason we're walking over to Theatre Square. Almost with Shakedown, yeah. For those who aren't aware, we found an out of bounds in this game. Utilizing Shakedown. You know what the best part is? Doesn't do anything. So we found a way to go out of bounds in very precise locations, but we literally can't use it for anything, which really sucks. She's going to teleport again. This is good because I wanted to be past the corner of that pachinko parlor, because she can sometimes get stuck on it. We should be good now. She falls down she'll fall down one more time, and I might have to hold my movement for half a second so we don't have to wait for her to teleport. Should we get actually some of the sub-stories to restart chapter 9 save? Interesting. But I'm guessing that still doesn't do anything. So this looks like you can walk through this little bit to the right with a lamppost. You can't. You actually can't. There's a physical barrier there. Not in the new engine. This is why I like the new engine. It's good.
Osaka にも負けてないね。カムロ町。
もう少しだけ考える。
Fitting through that gap, yeah, maybe. You fight Shinji and Shakedown at the same time. That would be cool. Alright. Grab us some takoyaki. to. Drunks, the fight spawn. Please stay away from me, sir. Thank you. And she's gone. Good. Good job, Majima. Good job. And now we have to run to the empty lot. It's literally slap bang in the middle of the city, and there's no taxi point anywhere nearby it, so we're just gonna run. That's the fight spawn there. And there might be one in this alleyway here, which would be a shame. It's fine because that'll aggro onto me and stop the aggro of anything in here. Maybe bump into them, but it's fine. They're going to de-aggro now. Might be a fight spawn in here. There was, it was behind me. So it's fine. Cool. Right, a whole bunch of dudes. Hopefully, free combo. Right. Free combo. I thought I was going to hit that last hit for a second, so I went quiet. Nice. Alright, Sebastian building. Actually, yeah, the more I think about it, there's not a lot of set pieces with Majima that actually have healing items in them. There really isn't. That's not good. Oh my god. I, for some reason, didn't think that was the NPC spawn that had the invisible wall around them. I kind of just blanked for a second there. That's going to require cash confetti as well. Hello. Add some money. Another 4 to 5 second loss of my time. Good, good, good. Okay, right. Now for a bunch of dudes. Ugh.
一人か。誰だありゃ。マジマ。うっさいわボケ。え？お前らに構ってる暇はないんや。道明けな血見るだけやで。さっさとどかんかい、ボケが。
Alright. Time to go in a counterclockwise direction, starting with this guy. And these guys. Nice hyper armor. Stop that. I'm for these enemies and their random bouts of hyper armor. I hear you behind me, aggro lad. I see you, aggro lad. Time to go home, aggro lad. Shame this guy just decided to slow walk towards me. Alright. Here we go. Once again, counterclockwise direction. Heck. Okay, there's only one left, damn it. Alright, here comes the quote boss. It's the large lad. A minute to do this. That's worrying. Ah, everybody's aggro. That's really bad. I don't want you to be around, large lad, so I'm gonna hit you with a baseball bat now. Goodbye. That is slightly slow, but it's fine, honestly. I'll take it. Wasn't too bad. Would help if I didn't unpause. Yeah, we'll take that. I'll happily take 12 seconds at this point. Because, oh boy, here's the finale. So, there was an exception that I haven't talked about. Every single chapter in this game heals you. Again, with one exception. That exception being the finale. So, any HP that we had going into this chapter is the HP that we're going to have at this point. Now, that's unfortunate. Because if you remember with Kiryu, the last time we played with Kiryu was Yakuza 4. And we might have one fight in the middle, but we're essentially going straight into Yakuza 5. So, this is very worrying. Because I have not picked up any healing items. So hopefully I play well. Anyway, short speed tech. You'll see that on the map we have to go and use a payphone. It's one of any of the save points in Kamurocho. However, you can see that Little Asia isn't actually lit up. Now this is important because when we actually enter Little Asia itself... Oh look! We have an arrow. If you remember the time we passed that guy with Oda here, there's a save point behind him. And after this phone call, we're going to have to meet Sarah at Elder Chen's restaurant in Little Asia. So this is the quickest phone you can get to. And it's literally right in the middle. Lovely little time save, that. It's not super impressive again, you know, we're not backdashing through scenery, but it's our speed tech, you know. Hello. I do believe that was the lad that goes by the name of Shakedown.
柏木さんにも身を隠すように伝え早く行け。
分かったよ。風間の使いっ走りがでけえ口叩くんじゃねえ。お前らは全員皆殺しだ。恨むなら風間を恨め。
Alright, so, let's fight. Knife guy, stun baton guy, baseball bat guy, normal guys. Obviously, you know the drill. Knife guy and stun baton guys go first. Do a normal combo, and then clear up with this sign. The stun baton is really good for this fight, because none of these enemies can actually, like, block it. Notice our HP. We've lost about a third of it. It's very important, because again, we're going to Yakuza 5. You'll see on the mini-map that we are being shafted in a very specific direction. We can't even use the taxi. This is the last time we're going around Kamurocho, and the potential last time that you can see Shakedown. No sub-stories on the map, so we can happily avoid this corner. Now, he was here a second ago, so who knows if he'll turn up again. Bad fight spawn, bad fight spawn, bad fight spawn, bad fight spawn. They took a very long time to aggro onto me for some reason. That was kind of lucky. We are good. And you'll see that all of a sudden, all the civilians have stopped spawning. And this would be why.
よくわかってんじゃねえか。俺を今動かしてるのはな、男の意地ってやつだ。それさえありゃ、男は笑いながら死ぬことだってできる。いいよね。上出来だよ。いつでもいいぞ。
Alright, Yakuza 5. We start Yakuza 5 pretty much the same way we always do. Roll to the left, grab this coffee sign, hit him a couple of times. Hit me, thank you, Essence of the Beast Torment. Sometimes if you start it up, the bosses actually know what you're trying to do and won't actually, like, react. Get him once, then we're gonna go over here. We're gonna grab the motorbike. Look at that damage! And you get to watch the best no-sell punch you've ever seen in your life. Hell yeah. Look at that. Look at that damage. And then we swing the bike around a few more times. Ooh, that was a nice Yakuza. Yeah, I love Yakuza. I love his whole arc over the entire game. It annoys me that people, like, go, oh, you fight Yakuza too many times. It's annoying. No, it's not. Like, you need to look at, like, the entire arc of Yakuza to actually, like, understand why he fights you so many times. And the fact that both... Like, at the end of Yakuza 4 and with the events that happen in the story, Yakuza actually gets respect for Kiryu and says, you know, he's turning into a real Yakuza. And then even, like, here, like, Yakuza just gives up the location of where Makoto is out of that respect to Kiryu. And then... he even says, you know, you're about to walk into the deepest shit pit of the Yakuza. Like, Yakuza even warns Kiryu and is like, you know, you sure you want to go and do this? And Kiryu's response is this. Shows the respect back. Despite his part in what happened with Tachibana, it goes to show that these two actually have a mutual respect an appreciation for one another. Like, I absolutely love Kuze's arc in this game. Like, I really do. He's one of the best fleshed out villains in games, if you ask me. Like, even in, like, the Yakuza games itself, he's up there. Like, Wano is in the background a lot in these games. You only fight him once, but he's there, but he's not there enough. Shibusawa starts making his move about halfway through the game, but Kuze's there from the start. Kuze's your traditional Yakuza. They're just the never give up, like, we call them a bulldog type over here in the UK. Like, just never give up, always fights, just always ready to just destroy someone. And it's that tenacity that makes Kuze amazing. Now, one thing I did forget to mention is that you don't want to use your heat going out of that last fight. You need it for the start of this bit. I'm going to be listing out very quickly for a gunshot. That was the second gunshot there. That was interesting. Doesn't usually happen. Nice. I'd quite like to grab this Stamina Royale. I'm actually kind of happy because this guy came to me. That's good. Wanted a fresh sofa because I couldn't kill the both of them in 2 hits. I probably could have avoided that Stamina Royale, actually. Anyway, dodge forward. Don't get shot. Make a mental note of where the guns went. Grab one. Don't miss. Easy peasy. Spare Stamina Royale here. It's easy to grab it and then just get through to the cutscenes, so just do it. Guns are pretty broken in most Yakuza games. Outside of, I'd say, 5. Maybe K2 as well. Funnily enough. Say hello to a large lad. You're gonna learn to love large lads. We want to grab the table. Table does the most damage. Now, because we picked up some spare healing items, we can actually use the heat attacks. The table does the most damage out of all the heat attacks. That's why you want to grab it. And I actually have just enough heat left over that I don't need to waste one of my healing items. Reason being, that lad right there with a barrel. Run up to him. You know the drill. Switch to rush. We need the triple quick step here because this is gun corridor number 1. Aptly named because, oh hey, there's 2 people with guns here. Nice and synced. Beautiful. Unfortunate, but still works. No. Yeah, guns in K2 are weird. There's a shotgun in it that acts like a rifle. Like, it's got no spread to it. Which is doubly weird when there's a rifle in the game anyway. Also, some guns only have a single bullet, which is very true to the original, for better or for worse. So for these guys, you just want to hit any of them that you can. It's a triple onset of large lads. Honestly, if you can just get them on the ground and hit them, just keep going. Very nice. Gun Corridor 2, you have to shimmy to get through here, or you get stuck with Beast's hitbox. Shimmy so they come forward. Ooh, that was close. Absolutely beautiful. I think that as well now. That was a little slow, but that was still good. And you don't need them at this point, but healing items and change to Beast before you hit that trigger. Therefore, you can be in full heat for the final boss and start off on Beast. And now, out comes the hard part. Reminder, you don't have any healing items with Majima. If you've been following the strats so far. Ow. Why? I'm gonna take care of him because he's aggro. I was hoping he would aggro to come onto me, but well, he will. He'll come to us, so leave him alone. There you go. Oh. As soon as you cross this corner, start attacking. There are 3 large lads, and they are hopeful. Especially this lad to the right, who goes by the name of Yoshi, clearly avoiding his tax returns. That was almost a single combo. That is flippin' fantastic. This is a finale and a half. Dodge those guys. Go straight through. Break door. Hit guy with gun. Try not to knock gun through floor. I actually almost took him out with Breaker. I probably should have just carried on with it. Back to Breaker. Now, to do this next part right, there's a way to save like 45 seconds here. But it's kind of rough. Don't get hit by him because you're going to get shotgunned. Yeah. That's bad. I now don't have the heat that I need. I'm going to die. I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Please don't despawn. It did not. So this shotgun, if you attack with Breaker, has a chance of falling through the floor. Unfortunately, we're in a very bad position HP pool-wise because we're about to face one of the nastiest enemies in Majima's entire bit. If I need to, there is a healing item in the bathroom behind me. So, take care of the gun guys. They're not the problem. This guy is. Attack. Thank you. This guy loves wrestling. He does a lot of wrestling moves. He is exceptionally annoying. Also counters. He just doesn't care. Lots of hyper armor too. Would you believe it? Not too bad. That's fine. Grab Stamnan Royale. We're about to go up against 2 bosses. Is it worth channeling him? Yes. However, again, the problem is he gets up really fast. If you don't get up fast enough, like I didn't, you don't have the time to do it. Because remember, you can only do the heat move with Slugger if the enemy aren't moving and aren't attacking. And that guy loves attacking. Just put it on the list of reasons why Slugger is trash. This time going into a Wano cutscene is so beautiful right now. I think we're on a gold split right now. That's how good this is going, this actual split. Of course, it could all change if we die to a Wano. By the way, Wano's mid-fight QT is going to kill me at this HP range. But those are few and far between, unfortunately, and in fact, Breaker is still better in rooms like that, because this is a room like that. And yet there's a bunch of furniture, which we're going to try and utilize here for Wano. This is a very good time going into this fight. So we're going to try and push Wano into that furniture on the right. So we're going to move to the left and attack him. Not that great of a lineup. I let him go so that I could let his guard go down to hit him with that furniture. Saw the damage it did. We want Wano to go into second phase as late as possible, so we're going to cancel out of our Breaker combo to be able to niche challenge strat. Hopefully he stays down, sometimes he won't. It is what it is. He didn't stay down this time. That's going to make this fight real hard. We wouldn't have been able to use Slugger Heat move because there was still a cooldown on it. This is where it gets hard. Wano in his heat mode, okay, has massive amounts of hyper armor, and then does stuff like that, and tracks you. Stay in this corner, that'd be great. And he doesn't go on the ground either, by the way. See, that's his hyper armor combo. Stay behind him, stay behind him, stay behind him. That is a 20-second gold with a really bad Wano, by the way. Hot damn. This could have been the sub 355 had we had a good Wano. There's still a chance, we're only 2 seconds off. Lao Gui, another boss that you do not want to transition into his later phases too early. So we're going to utilize the furniture. To begin with Lao Gui, don't input any direction at all because he goes straight into it. Look at his HP bar. Yep, we just dealt 2 HP bars, almost 3 HP bars worth of damage. 3 with the Slugger Heat move. Hopefully he behaves for Slugger. He does. No, he's gonna get up. Alright. Not awful, not the worst thing in the world. Just play this fight like normal. Don't let him attack here. It's fine. We'll go into the final phase. This is a damaged QTE. We'll have to do 2 combos against him, but this is fine. As long as we don't let him run up the wall, we'll be fine. This HP value is so terrifying right now. Gets the furniture. That might be enough. It would have been if I didn't miss, but it's fine. Okay, that's real close. That's real close. We need a good Shibusawa. Alright, so we start Shibusawa the same way that we always do. This always goes the same way. Start with a full combo. Half HP is good for Beast Phase. Hit him twice on the floor. Let him get up. Essence of the Beast Torment. He is now in range for his Beast Mode. We're going to hit him again whilst he's on the floor before he gets up. Let him get up, otherwise it goes slower. Don't mess up this QTE. You need this heat to be able to do the most damage with Beast, obviously. Try and grab the table. Table again does the most damage. Feel free to use heat move because we're going to the next phase after this. Start off with a normal combo. Do not Essence the Beast Torment yet. That's bad. That's bad. He needs to take a little bit more damage before we can get him down to skip the QTE. Now we'll do it. I don't have the heat. Do it again. I think that's lost it. I think that's actually lost it. We'll see. So because he's at 1 HP, this actually means we skip an entire phase of his final QTE. This is close. This is going to be real close. Never mashed that harder in my life. This is going to be so close. No, we've got it. We've actually got it. Yes! Just had to make sure I didn't mess up that last cutie.